Saturday night. You know what time it is? You should do. You should all have watches, clocks, phones, mobile. You should know what time it is. It's Kall Khan, your favorite call-in show for a Saturday night. For all your footballing needs, whether you're Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Leeds, Man United, come through, talk to us. This is your show. These are your opinions. These are your agendas and narratives. We're just here to let it flow, I hope. But we might not let it flow because there is a lot of things that we may want to get off our chests. Humongous, gigantic, inspiring win for Arsenal and Liverpool. Disastrous day for Chelsea and a not so great day for Man City. We're going to talk about it, people. You already know what to do. House rules first and foremost. Come in the stream, be nice, be respectful, smash up the likes, hit up the likes, touch up the likes, do what you got to do. I got Bilal with me, I got Zuberi with me, but Zuberi is eating something. He's going to explain to us what we're eating because you man try to guess what Zuberi is eating. You can't tell at the moment because he's on mute, but just unmute yourself for a couple of seconds, let the man them and the woman them hear it, and then they're going to try to work out what it is, and then you're going to hit him with it. Take a crunch, do something. That's it. Go back on mute. Go back on mute until you finish that. All right. We got Bilal up in the building. Bilal, what are you saying? Talk to me.
Mad day today, man. Mad day. I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, that was a crazy end to a game where at one stage it seemed like everything was done for my team today. Especially when Odegaard missed, man. It's like a one-on-one easy chance, tuck it away. Leon Bailey goes up the other end, hits the bar. You're like, what is going on? This is end-to-end madness. But you know what? Big up Jorginho. Just want to say thank you, Chelsea. Right? You gave us your best midfielder. Thank you. What a player. I was so impressed with him today. Even against Man City.
Speak on him. Well. Speak on him.
Listen, Mauricio Sarri didn't rate him for no reason, right? I remember Napoli were going through that run. He was class. Obviously, went to Chelsea, took him. Man City wanted him at the time. And today, it's one of those ones where it's like, damn, I wonder how he would have been viewed if he was at a team like Arsenal, Man City years ago, right? I know people have been rating him. He had the top 3 thing that happened with the Ballon d'Or, whatever, but that was mainly because of Italy, right? And then obviously Chelsea did win the Champions League that year as well, so that all played into it. But I've always felt like when he had Kante next to him, you know, that credit's going to Kante. He's a man. He's running up and down. He's giving him the legs and all of this. But he's a real top player. And today, I think he showed it. And all the Arsenal fans who are calling him double agents, man, calm down. You gotta say sorry. He's not a double agent, man. Because ever since he left Chelsea, I ain't seen them win. And since he's come to our team, he's been stabilizing things. I'm seeing him even against Man City. I'm seeing him like get the boys around him, telling him things. Yeah, experience. He's a player with brains, man. So yeah, big him up. But yeah, the game itself, man. Damn, that's proper Barclays, right? Proper Premier League football.
No, it was a Barclays weekend so far. I think there's a few issues to be dealt with tomorrow. I think some games are not easy. We saw big up Saeed in the building as well. He said it ain't easy. Brother, do your job tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. Do your job tomorrow. It ain't easy. Zuberi, I guess you want to just give us a very quick overview of what the action that you saw today, and obviously Liverpool. Talk to us before we get into it. Listen, people in the chat, I ain't got time to keep listening to your chat in the private chat, man. Studio's full already. I'm going to decide, work it out. All of you going to get a chance. We're going to try to be quick with the chat because studio's full. So respect, patience, and we get there. Zuberi, we say, first and foremost, people trying to work out what you're eating, they're not ready. They're not ready for what you're eating. Tell them what you're eating.
No, definitely. I saw some guess. Jackfruit, that's a good guess. Nope, it's not. It's actually breadfruit. Came to Jamaica back in, I think, want to say 17 something, maybe 92, 93. Google it. From Tahiti, actually. I thought it was from the British, but it's actually a British captain, I think, brought it from Tahiti, man. Dope fruit. You can make bread, punch, juice. Eat it as it is, roast it as it is. You roast it, you get a real loafy vibes. You fry it up like chips, you fry it up like French fries, man. It's dope. You know what's not dope?
Go on.
You know, at Arsenal, Man didn't score. If you're playing FIFA and that's how you lose the game, that's the moment you throw the controller away. Ricochet off the crossbar, hit the keeper in the head and goes in. You're definitely restarting that game, fam, to keep that clean sheet. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to go over the top for Jordan.
Oh, you're not even accepting it. Man's not even accepting it.
Bro, go Google it and see if he gets the goal. Because if he did, that's a crime. And we should be protesting that. That's the
I mean, it's own goal. It's own goal.
Yeah, every FIFA player right now knows you're playing the game, and that's how you lose. You're throwing the controller, fam. Especially if you just ricocheted off the crossbar at the other end. So let's just pipe down the Georgie stuff. It was a good result on paper. I think it ended about 4-2. For Liverpool, Grizz, tell me you was feeling them first, 18 minutes? Saucy, assist, nice, clean, finish, quick, rapid, Mane-esque, slapping it in there.
And
it was real nice. And then the howler. As a former goalkeeper myself, the howler, man, I'm just looking back at that moment. What would the game have been like? But Grizz, we have to address the elephant in the room. 60 minutes, 11 verse 10. Didn't look good at all. Didn't look good at all, man. Didn't look good at all. But
is this a time to look good? Or is this a time to step on the results? Is this a time to get Everton, Newcastle, Madrid out of the way in a mad week? 2 clean sheets out of 2 so far, 6 points out of 6 so far, and we bring on the mighty, the mercurial, the Madristas. Is it a time to be fancy? Is it time to look for performances? Or is it time to get results? Because at the end of the day, it's a results industry.
It is a result industry. But here's the thing, Grizz. The way the game ended, are those kinks going to come over in the Real Madrid game? Because we'll be punished. Because there was a lot of little kinky stuff going on in there. I'm like, come on, man. It's 11 guys, man. Robbo, what are you doing the Firmino for? That's not your thing. Stick the ball in the back of the net. Let's celebrate an open play goal, man. You see what I'm saying? Gomez running out of position, taking neither man nor ball. Now it's 3v2. So there was a lot of little things that I would be pointing at like, yo, that stinks. And Klopp was furious as well.
I'm with you.
We all saw it. The big question is, do we leave those in that game that just happened? Or did we bring them to Real Madrid? We'll bring them to Real Madrid because it's a long day. So, only time will tell. But
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not going to lie. I'm with you. I was furious as you are normally. I was frustrated as you are normally. I was angry as you are normally. I'm not going to lie. I did not enjoy that after the first 20 minutes. I thought first 20 minutes, we're bringing Liverpool back. We're bringing Liverpool back where we look threatening on the counter-attack. Virgil's just defending with his aura. Ain't nothing happening here.
Hey, the aura looked good still. Yeah,
it looked good for the minutes. 22 minutes or whatever. It looked. I thought, it still wasn't flowing in the midfield, but we had hound dogs doing their business. You call it a mistake? What? Salah was through with otherwise, right? Because
here's the thing, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Here's the thing. Salah
People let us know. Was it a mistake from Pope, or would Salah have been through? I mean, I don't. What do you guys think?
I'm not saying Pope made a mistake. I think the mistake was not letting it play out because it didn't just hurt him this game.
Okay.
Let Salah finish it neatly from the corner to 18. You see what I'm saying? You never know. Maybe the shot could have been weak enough. A guy run back, clears it off the line. Maybe he could have just right-footed from that angle. Could have just blazed it over the top.
100.
I think he played it wrong there, man. I think he played it wrong. But he knew immediately. It's unfortunate for him and Newcastle because he's going to be missing the final as well.
Oh, that's a hella miss, man.
There's a lot of players also that can't play in the final.
The same Karius is in goal.
No. Apparently, it's not going to work like that.
No.
There's someone else. There's someone else.
There's another guy there.
I read it. There's someone else. And NVR says Pep Pope could have just kicked it. Could he have just kicked it? I can't remember.
No. So the ball tricked Salah as well because Alisson hit it with the outside of his foot. So it's actually curling away, going over Salah, left shoulder to the right shoulder. So it caught Salah out as well. Pope is watching Salah, so he definitely was done out. It was definitely going wide. And he tried to head it, but it's curling away from his head. It touched it barely. Wasn't enough. and it was going into Salah's path, and then he just grabbed it in. But there's nothing he could have done, man. If he didn't grab it, it's on Salah's foot. Probably could have get up and try to run back and cut the angle off, but the lob over the top would have been on. He should have just trusted his teammate, really and truly. But listen, this is one of them things in football, you know, blood flowing. He just got kicked in the face on the bro. You know, he got kicked in the face on that Gakpo follow through. You know what I mean? So hey,
it's tough, man. The life of a keeper, tough, man. Yeah. It's life of a keeper. It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
And Al Guapo says Carrier's got a new deal. He's third choice, so he's going to be in the final goalkeeper at Football Khanage. Yo, if Carrier's, what is his life? Man's making movies, model shoots, out here chilling. God knows, I ain't checked his Instagram in a while, and I don't want to check his Instagram. Next minute, he's getting a call up, and he's playing the biggest game in Newcastle United's history. Okay, maybe not history. Maybe they've had another
20 years. 20 years.
History.
Minimum 20. Minimum.
They won a trophy, I think, since like 50s, 60s, something like that.
Minimum. So yeah. Minimum. Yo, guys got a call up. This is football's mad. Life is mad.
It is, man. Yeah.
Carrier should be banned. Should be banned from finals after that Champions League.
Like, yo. Just
no, he's right.
No, that was. Man. I've never seen something like that in professional football at that level.
Never mind a Champions League final.
Allow it, man.
Oh yeah, they win the FA Cup 2000. Yeah.
Still 23 years.
Let me read out Lil Tim's, man. Yo, Lil Tim's. On this channel, no spamming the comments. Leave a comment. I'll see it. If I like it, if it's relevant, I'll read it out. You just sent the same message about 8 times, brother. Grizz, you overestimated Man City, saying the title race is over on the Big Six. Big up. Big you up as well, Lil Tims. You're big Tims to me. To me, you're big Tims. But why you need to say the same thing 7, 8 times? I overestimated Man City? How? Man City are about to win. Oh, did I just say that? Are about to win 5 league titles out of 6. And you're still saying I overestimated them? If they don't win it, that's their fault. I still think they will win it. But it's huge. Hopefully, Arsenal fans are going to come in the chat and let us know. Bill, I was going to let us know. Zuberi's not having that win. But yo, there's some Chelsea people in the chat that are just waiting for us to talk.
Look, I think Chelsea and Chelsea fans should be banned at this point because these men are raving about like 500 million spent and can't. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, what's his name? My mama. Jezza, where's Jezza, man?
Bro, Jezza got
Yo, reach out, Jezza, man. Hope you're safe
Jezza
first.
Got flew out, you know what I'm saying? With
no. I hope he's good. First and foremost, I hope he's all right. First, I hope his family's good. If you're out there, boo-hoo, where are you, man? Come through. I can't see you. I can't hear you. I can't read you. Jezza, come through.
Anymore, man. It is what it is. They don't want to speak about, I think 2 wins in 17.
You need to get some stats up, brother, while we're talking, man. You need to, what is this, man? Where are they in the table? You need to roll up that table. We need to see some tables, results, stats. Zuberi, say what you want. Do what you want. Don't be losing to a manager Southampton at home.
Listen, I don't know where to really start. I'm just attacking. You cannot spend 500 million and score what? 1 goal?
I don't even know the stats anymore.
It's mad. It's a mad stat. 500 mil. You can't even get a 2-0 win, a 2-1 win. It's shameful at this point. But here, our fans are like, yo, money need to be spent and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yo, bro, it's football, 11v11. You can spend $1 billion in Southampton holding you off like that. Kicking up man in the face. I hope he's well still, but that kick in the face is what Chelsea needs every week. Because that shambles, man. You can't do the Nottingham Forest at the top of the table. It just doesn't work, man. You can't spend that amount of money and can't score goals. What's going to be the excuse? Give them time to gel? And then when you're going to spend another 200 in the summer, you're going to give them time to gel again? And for people who know what I'm ranting about, man, let this sink in. Chelsea have always done this. They've always buy up the place like it's about to be a post-apocalyptic world. They buy all the stuff off the shelves, and then they go bad. And when it goes bad, what they do, they send them out, and all of a sudden, when they send these players back out, they have the time of their career. De Bruyne, Schürrle, Salah, they do it all the time. They go out and they just overload the place with players, man. And here we are, can't get a win. As for Bilal and your boys, stuff of champions today still.
100%.
Stuff of champions on the cash, pull away, last minute, Usain Bolt getting it on the 4x4 relay settings, pulling away. Credit, fam, credit.
I put the pressure in the morning, Bilal, on your team. Your people, 300 of you in here. Crowd's building. I know everybody wants to speak. Everyone wants to talk. Crowd's building nicely. We're going to let it build nicely. People, smash up the likes as you come in. I ain't moving anywhere until I get 100 likes, at least minimum. I'm going to keep an eye on the likes. I ain't moving. I ain't letting no one in. I ain't letting no comments be talking about. I'm serious. I'm going to be cold-blooded like Liverpool were in the first 20 minutes. And then I might just soften up like Liverpool softened up in the remaining 70 minutes and let you all talk. But right now, the first 20 minutes, I'm ruthless. I want likes. I want subscribes. I want people them. Studio's full. And people in the studio, I'm going to be very honest with you. I ain't looking for long debates. Make your points and let's keep it moving because everybody's going to talk. I get asked, oh man, I didn't get a chance to come on. I'm so sorry, man. I tried to make it a 3-hour show so everyone talks. But it's hard. Ain't easy. Bilal, I put the pressure on your team in the morning, man. You came through nice. I'm not going to lie. I thought if you don't get a win, psychologically, this will do you. Young team, away to Villa, 1 win in 4. Sorry, winless in 4. This would have been too much. When you went a goal behind, what went through your head?
Well, for me, it was different. I literally was late coming into the game. So I've come in 7 minutes 38. This is what I do when I'm late to a game. I don't look at my phone. I just want to turn it on and see what's going on first so I can get my bearings. I turn on the TV. I'm like, what? 1-0 down. 1-0 down. Like, what's going on here? I'm looking at the situation of the game, right? I came in late, but I'm looking at our team. We're actually playing well. We were dominating the ball. We were looking good. We were pulling off some good passes. And then Bukayo Saka, again, this kid is just unbelievable. Another goal when we need him. Doesn't matter if we're playing bad, if we're playing good. He's always good. Like, it's one of those ones. He is always good. For me, he's just such a top player. And yeah, his goal was immense today. So I think we dominated the game. We played really well for most of that game. But of course, those 2 moments, one moment, obviously the first goal, Watkins, and then the second goal for me was poor. Like, it's just like they kind of walked it in. I think Buendia did a little, like, he let the ball run through his leg. Xhaka, flat-footed, couldn't really block it. Coutinho, you can't give him that space. He will score. Doesn't matter if you think he's finished or what. It's still Philip Coutinho. So yeah, but at the end of the day, it was a good game for us. We played really well. But there was those moments where Nketiah hits the bar, Nketiah has a one-on-one, misses. Those 2 chances, you're like, bro, you're not going to get those chances every day. Like, obviously, in recent history, strikers like Aubameyang, right? He would miss maybe the first chance, but the second chance is a goal. And that's the levels he needs to reach, right? You can't be missing 2-3 chances in a row if you're a top striker or you want to be a top striker. You have to start scoring. But apart from that, man, we look good. And yeah, Odegaard missed. But again, the team kept playing. Fabio Vieira, when he came on, Xhaka off, the difference already. You start seeing the little passes, the connection. And yeah, Jorginho, what a guy. That's all I have to say. What a guy. And Emi Martinez, big up, man. Big up. He scored an own goal, and then he left his goal open for the 4th. So, yeah, he's still got that Arsenal love in him. I can tell, bro. So it's okay. Emi, thank you.
One team where he ain't spoken of, and this is segues after the Arsenal magnificent turnaround. It directly affects another team, Zuberi, that we know very well from the last 5-6 years. I'm fucking hurting. Zuberi, ask me why. Because you're my friend. You're supposed to ask me why. When I'm hurting, you're supposed to say why, bro.
Yeah, what's going on for you, man? You're
bro, I'm
overreacting
hurting.
again.
No, bro, I'm hurting. Because we've just spent 5 years playing the maddest football, week upon week, points, 90+ points. And this juggernaut Man City have pipped us twice by getting 99, I think 99 points once, 100 points once.
Ridiculous.
Yo, what's going on this season? The one season that we decide to be Man City decide to be average as well. Are you not feeling that frustration? Because they're not the same, right? Haaland or no Haaland, they're not the same.
The circle I'm in, we actually predicted this because this is one of the same arguments I had last week where I'm telling you, when you have a striker and he doesn't come into the game, it's very difficult. And that's the type of striker Haaland is. He's not a creator, he's a finisher. Arsenal try to do Nketiah that way. It just doesn't work. Now, them two teams and the way they play, for City, they'll always find a way to score a goal. Arsenal, you know what I'm saying, it's FIFA settings where they score sometimes. And today was definitely one of those. You got to give the credit to the opposition, man. Man like Chris Wood. Man like Chris Wood for the equalizer. You can't just write Chris Wood off. You can't just write Nottingham off, man. Remember, these guys run up on us, you know. So you should be proud the teams that run up on us are actually running up on City. Remember back in the day when City scored one goal, everybody just like, it's over.
Dead. Turn off the TVs, man. Throw away your remotes, man. Let the kids play PlayStation.
I hear what you're saying, but you should be proud the league is stepping up now. Remember, when they was playing us, it's the best game of their lives.
Is it them stepping up, or is it a drop off, or is there something?
City are different. City are different. You don't see the way they play. No. Even the way they play, right? Haaland, if you look at what they're doing, it's not even hold up play that he's doing. They sometimes hit it direct to him, and he's having wrestling matches with the centre backs. Against Arsenal, it wasn't working with Saliba, but it started working with Gabriel, right, in the second half, and he got the better of him. Against Nottingham Forest, I'm seeing them hit it to Haaland. He's trying to wrestle the likes of Felipe at the back and all of it. It wasn't happening today. You can't be moving like Khabib Nurmagomedov every game. Bro. You've got to play some football, you know. But they had a lot of chances. I think they had like 23 shots in the end.
It was wild, but we know they're gonna get. They're expected to get them chances. Come on,
100%. But you know what? Big up Nottingham Forest from my side.
Big up.
Yeah, from my side as an Arsenal fan, respect Nottingham Forest. We wear red and white because of them, right? So that's the history. So big up. They're helping us in our title race as well. So yeah, big them up. The kings of the Midlands. That's what I'm going to call them. Their atmosphere was rocking towards the end.
The atmosphere was heritage. That was Nottingham Forest. One European Cup?
I think it's
I
two.
think they got two.
Oh shit! I need to know my heritage. That's
big, man. Grizz. Put respect on them, man. You can't just be like, City's letting us down, bro.
No. Put respect.
Keylor Navas in goal. Keylor Navas in goal. I'm like, when it went 1-1, I'm like, yo, Keylor Navas. Locked off. No worries. When I saw Keylor Navas there, you know, they got a big Champions League, big players now, man, in their team as well. Play with a lot of pace when they had to. But yeah, Man City, you beat Arsenal, you go top, you're celebrating, and just was it 3 days later, 2 and a bit days later, and you fumbled, mate. You're back to second.
Have they fumbled this? Have they fumbled this?
He's an Arsenal fan. Let him cook. He'll soon
no. They fumbled for this
later.
But yeah, I'm just saying. 3 days later, they took top for the first time. I think since like. I don't know. We've been top. Maybe
it's been a minute. November. It's been a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They took it for a few days. They were happy. I think maybe psychologically they must have known, right? Just before they went out, Arsenal scored 2 last minute. They've won. They're top. Maybe that's played into it. They've gone out. Bernardo Silva scores a cracker. You're thinking, okay, 1-0. It's going to be 2-3 now. Surely they're just going to turn it on. Haaland's going to do something. But listen, they're not the same team. They're not the team that's going to go on a 10-game run that people are talking about. I think their maximum run this season, if someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, it's 3 games, like 3 wins, and then it's like a draw or a loss, right? They're not gonna hit.
They're not that City that battled us. We're not that Liverpool, but they're not that City, and it's mad because you've come into the picture. First and foremost. Channel member Ahmed reminds us, and we are so stupid and silly. We got carried away. He says, Grizz and Kall, please take a moment out for Atsu and his family. Heartiest prayers for him. Absolutely tragic. So sad, so heartbreaking. Some of the scenes, some of the stories, some of the pictures, some of the videos that we're seeing out of Turkey and Syria. Of course, Atsu, a former Newcastle player, of course, you know, tragic. They found his body. I think this morning or something like that.
Yeah, this
Um,
morning from
but
what
our
they're telling me.
prayers, our best wishes, our positive thoughts, condolences go out to all the people suffering in Syria and Turkey. And yeah, look, I have no idea what these people must be going through and their families. I have no idea. We can speak on it. We can try to feel the emotions, but I don't know what to say, what to do apart from just pray, because I believe in God. The people that don't believe have the positive wishes. Do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say, and all the work that's being done. I have so many close friends that are on frontline duties trying to help the people of Turkey and Syria. So any charities that you see, put your faith in them, man, and do what you can for charity. These people need our help, man. Especially, I'm not gonna say especially, but there's a lot of what's the word, obstacles in the way of aid and help reaching Syria.
Yeah.
So yeah, from everyone at Khanage, everyone at Football Khanage, unless they want to speak individually, of course, but for everyone associated with Football Khanage, prayers and best wishes to all the families that are going through this tragedy. I think it's time, people. Let's get the first callers in on the scene. What are you saying? You ready? All right, we got a
Yeah.
new caller, I believe. Dalma is coming into the building. Dalma, if you'd like to settle down, my guy, so we can get you. All right, he's in the
You hear
stream.
me?
Dalma, are you there, sir? Dalma,
Yes,
are you
yes,
there,
sir. Can you
sir?
hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you, my friend. Talk to me.
Yes,
Where you
yes,
calling
yes.
from? Where you calling from? What you want to speak about?
Love, love, love. First of all, big fan. Grizz, you really are the man when it comes to this YouTube thing. Love from Connecticut, man.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
Connecticut. Big up
yes,
Connecticut
sir.
every time.
East Coast thing, East Coast thing. Let me just say, first of all, I can't even think about the city result because I'm still trying to process the Villa result.
Who do you support? You ain't told us.
Oh, first of all, I'm Somali. That should give it away a little bit. But Arsenal, let's go, baby.
Okay. Bilal and Dalma. Somali Asana fans in the building. Bigger.
Hey,
Big
hey,
up, man.
Grizz, I just want to thank you for holding it down on the Big Six. There's a lot of this and a lot of just conjecture, and you're just there with the facts, holding it down for my boy Mikel. But hey, I mean, where do we begin? Do we do the city impact, the city results impact on the Arsenal season? Do we do the Arsenal comebacks result? Like, where do I begin? There's just too much.
Hey, listen, go for it. The floor is yours for the next few minutes. You tell me where you want to begin, and I'll decide where we end it.
I do want to say this. To start, I knew that the city game really had no impact on the following 18 games because I do believe City going deep in the Champions League, City having the FA Cup is just going to be things. It's just going to be extra games that we won't play. And I'm sorry, brothers. Let me just step aside.
No problem. Settle down.
I'm sorry about that, but
No problem.
I think I just keep telling my friends in these group chats. I have brothers, that I know from the UK, Manchester, London, all these places, Dubai, all over the world. And boy, these United fans, these Spurs fans, they really hate us. That's one thing. They really, really do hate us. And days like today, I honestly think the Arsenal win made them squirm, but that City result made it even worse. Like not only did they hate seeing us happy after the win, but they hated it. They hated the fact that we have reason to be happy. You know what I mean? And the one thing I just keep telling them is it's very similar to some American sports because athletics are athletics no matter what. And when you have a team of young kids, right? Saka, Martinelli, the list goes on. All these kids that when they came this year, when they started this year, they were all new signings. They weren't the same player as last year, and the same thing's just going to happen next year and the year after that. So this week, all I heard was, it's over, right? And all this new money is coming in. And what this new money is going to do is they're going to spend. And since they're going to spend, they're going to surpass you. You can't hold up with these people who spend, with these teams who spend. And I just said, okay, if that's the case, then why aren't Chelsea, Spurs, and United above Arsenal right now? Because if the sport was just about spending, then they'd be above us, surely. Spurs finished above us. They had the momentum. They spent more. Chelsea spent 600 million. Why aren't they ahead of us? United spent 100 million more. People thought maybe as soon as, Grizz, I remember the Big Six was going on, it was right around, everyone was saying the same thing. That fourth spot, the Spurs are nailed for third. That's what that's what everyone was saying in August. Spurs are nailed for third, and then that fourth spot is going to be an Arsenal, Chelsea, United trio, right? And everyone, was scared to put us in there. Fast forward to mid-February. Arsenal are in the same position they were during the World Cup, 2 points, except this time they have a game in hand. Now, after Wednesday, I thought, the way people were talking, the club is over. It sounded like we might as well never watch the team ever again.
Doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. And I'm not going to lie, that's one of the first Arsenal segments that I just skipped over when it came to the Big Six and a couple of these other shows, because I just knew that the things that were going to be said weren't realistic and it was reactionary. And I was waiting for this fixture. And I knew that the 7:30 fixture, that the Premier League was testing the resolve of this young manager and this young team. Because when they made the Wednesday fixture, the Villa fixture was already set. So it's not like they already knew what they were doing. So for Arsenal to get that heavy defeat and then come back and do this,
big.
All it does is just callous the wounds for these kids. Now that the calluses are getting harder and harder, I really don't think, the next wounds won't cut anymore. If you follow what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's going to be, I really think that it's easier for a lot of these rival fans and these journalists to stop fighting against this Arteta revolution that's coming. Because it's here. It's coming. The play style is here. He has made a bunch of nice kids into pit bulls foaming at the mouth.
Oh, shit.
Do you know what I mean? Odegaard is the first Arsenal captain I have ever seen. And he's supposed to be the pretty boy with the tech, with the little left foot wand. He's the guy who's getting in there and biting down when we're down 2-1. And the thing is, Eddie's not going to sit back and relax when he sees Martin doing that. It's just a domino effect. It just continues on, and everything changes. It's just, I can't believe. And then the City result. Now, with the game in hand and 2 above, I mean, it's obviously anything can happen, but with those 3 competitions that City are in, and with Jesus, ESR, Partey,
we're coming back.
We're talking about 2. We're not just talking about 2 players. We're talking about literally the 2 best players on in the whole team. The 2 best players that have played Champions League football. Partey has been in the rough with your boys, giving Klopp hell on a random Tuesday and Wednesday night in Madrid. You got Jesus playing with City for 4 or 5 years. Those are our 2 most senior, experienced players when it comes to winning, and they're out. And we're still getting it done, and we're 2 ahead with the game in hand. Come on, man. Anybody who wants to say something about this team, go ahead. But you just
I have a lot to say before Bill.
We're gonna keep it moving. Dalma, you made your points and you made them very well. A lot of people are saying they love the way you told that story about Arsenal coming back in a race. I think Zuberi and Bilal may respond to you, so keep an eye on how they're going to respond. But thank you very much for calling in, man. We're going to keep it moving. Nice one. All the best, my guy. All the best. Zuberi, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Nah, because Bilal is here. I wanted to be respectful to Bilal, be civil. But the men came in here, Grizz, and just chatting up, man. Telling me they got little cut midweek, and now the cut is healed up. They immune to getting cut. Let's not pretend like I didn't watch the game, fam. I told Bilal, bro, you're gonna have to put your trust in Mings. And what do Mings do? Put it in Saka, sweet left foot. After that, man scored a FIFA rebound goal off the back of the head of the keeper. After that, it was bring the keeper up to try to tie the game up. And it was an open net. So don't act like it was just we played them off the park with the result 4-2. bro, you're gonna get caught up. You're gonna get touched up. You're talking about Emil Smith Rowe, bro. Tell me what has he done this season to really propel you? Jesus, he's a reject of the guys that we couldn't go toe to toe with. Zinchenko, beautiful little left foot thing coming off the right. That was nice, bro. But let's not kid ourselves. You guys didn't really play Villa off the park. Villa was actually giving you guys a run for your money. You guys were sweating. That man was roughing you up, kicking you up. You guys got lucky with the result. Don't take this lucky result and start standing up, brushing your dirt off your shoulder like you immune. Now you haven't gotten any superpowers.
Fight back, Villa. Fight back.
It's Villa at the end of the day. Villa,
I'm doing Zub dirty. I'll put the stats up here just for it to do the talking, bro. Yeah, we dominated that game.
I don't know what game. Yeah, I'm gonna get my bit out of the way. Right before we get next caller is gonna be Reedy. Studio is full, people. Patience, in and out. Make your points, make your questions. I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't know what game Zuberi was watching. I'm just gonna put it out there and then sit back.
Shots on target. Let's talk about shots on target.
Bro, shots on target, XG, whatever you want to look at. If you watch the game as well, if you look at the gilt-edged chances we have, because Nketiah hitting the bar, Odegaard missing a 1-on-1, that's off target. But if you actually look at the chances, they should have been goals. And the game, for me, I looked at that. We just kept on missing the big chances to actually just pull ahead. We made it more difficult than it should have been. And it took, for I think the momentum again to shift when Ramsdale made that mad save against Leon Bailey. And then after that, we just came back again. And we kept going until we got the goal. For me, I think we're well-deserved this win. And we've been missing, if it's luck, fair enough. But we've been missing that because against Brentford, should have won that game. Obviously, we know what happened VAR, Lee Mason, after. Finally, he's gone. I rewatched the interview. Where, I don't know if you guys have seen it, Wolves, Nuno, when Nuno Santo was there. And he said, Lee Mason, guys, I recommend anyone go watch that interview because he had enough. He had enough of him. So, yeah, for me, we deserve to win that game. And listen, if it's luck, I don't really care. We just need to start this run again.
That's what you should see. If I was dealing with Zuberi, that's the first line. You spoke too much, Bilal, but you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. You spoke.
Because he said it. He was like, "Yo,
I would have said
that's all it is. You can't get lucky and then come out like you've done something. It was luck, fam.
But we deserved it. No, but two things can be true. We can have been lucky to get the goal, as in like a hit Martinez's head. Cool, that can be luck. But at the same time, you can deserve to win the game. And I thought we were good value for the win. So I think those two things can be true.
Couple of super chats before we bring in the callers in, man. Let's keep it moving.
Get the callers in. Super chats.
Okay, what we saying? Bilal, do you think we should go hard for Europa or prioritize the league fully? And then he says, I actually think Liverpool will go on a run and make top 4.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Done it before.
Yeah, actually, Liverpool top 4. Listen, it depends. Keep your players fit. You've got top 4 best squad, right? When everyone's fit in the Premier League, so you should be in the top 4 minimum. And for Arsenal, prioritize the league like 100%. What is the Europa League, man? You can win the Premier League. The only time I want to win Europa League was when you're down bad, you can't make top 4. You're like, please, this is the only way to get Champions League.
But how many of those trophies do you guys have, though? Shouldn't you try to get it?
I don't want to be in that competition, so I don't need that trophy. It's one of those ones. So prioritize the Premier League for me.
Jerome Simmons says, Liverpool won, lol. You deserve a chocolate, Grizz. Yo, feed me. Feed me. Jerome comes in again. He says, don't think City bottled it yet. Both City and Arsenal will still drop points. Watch out for us, Man United Warriors. I'm gonna let Zuberi come in for him soon, but not now. We move in silence, ready to pounce. Get out.
That's not moving in silence.
Give him a moment.
That defeats the whole point.
Get out. Get out there, man. You ain't moving in no silence, man. All right, let's get the next caller in. Zuberi, Reedy, what's happening, my friend? Hope you're doing well.
I'm good. After last week, anyway, going into this weekend's football, I am very anxious because obviously we've got Man United tomorrow, 2 p.m. I was kind of wondering what you had to say about the game after how we've been doing the last 2 weeks. But I will say, first of all, Bilal, King of the Midlands, Forest, come on. Like, that was like 40 years ago.
For him, I think
I'm showing them my respect, bro. I wear red and white because of Nottingham Forest.
I'm sorry, but if Phil Foden
Leicester,
knew how to use his head,
me nothing.
If Phil Foden knew how to use his head, they would have easily won that.
I'm so really like Leicester. I wanted Kante. I wanted Mahrez. You didn't give them to me nicely, so I can't be too happy with Leicester. But Forest, they gave me kits. They gave me a draw today against Man City. I have to respect them.
If that's what you need to win the league, mate, fair play to you.
But tomorrow, I think. Look, I think, yeah, of course, Man United are heavy favourites. Heavy favourites. But I think you can go there now that you're a little bit safe. You've got a couple of nice results. When I mean safe, you're not safe, I think. Run up that table, Bilal, please. Let's have a look at that table when you get a chance. But like you've had a few good results. I think you can go there and play your game, like relax a little bit. I don't know what you think or what the guys think.
Did you expect last week before we kicked off against Spurs? Did you think we would lose that? That's the last two games really have completely changed my aspect on the next two games. Obviously, Man U and Arsenal.
Yeah. And
as much as someone like Man U have been unbeaten 13 games at home, I still think there's a possibility we could go in there and do a job against them. I don't know why, but I just feel like with the refreshed squad we've got, United haven't been too great recently. Obviously, they got a draw against Barcelona the other day, so you can't really just write that off. But against Leeds twice, they've struggled until the later stages.
Yeah.
Do you really think there is a chance we could get something there? I don't know.
I'm with you. I think you've summed it up quite nicely there. I don't know what Bilal and Zuberi think.
I disagree, man. I think this is where you guys are gonna just kind of hit that run where looking good moments, and then the touches ain't really touching the way they should. The passes ain't passing the way they should. And I think this is gonna be the game to disrupt your good momentum. There's always that one game that just slows you guys up. It could be this fixture because they're actually in a moment where we can't really quantify what's going on. Rashford just keeps scoring. They just keep doing things. We're like, yo, what's going on with United? If there's an underdog team, I'll back Leicester. But every time you guys are in a good moment, Liverpool fans start talking about Maddison again, and then it's just like, oh, man, howler. So you guys haven't been able to like string 4 to 6 consecutive good results together, and I think this is where it breaks down again. But let's hope not, man. And, sort on them cricket man can step up and hold it down for you.
Again, for me, I think you just got to look at the Rashford. And I think, to be honest, I don't think there is too much special around other than Rashford at the moment. So if you do stop him, like we did stop Kane last week, is there a chance that they don't score? Maybe so, but I just don't think we're going to outscore them, I guess.
Bilal, any thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it's not impossible that Leicester get a result. I think Maddison, he was playing more on the left side the other day. If you can do something like that, Kelechi, if he plays as well, they've got good players on the attack. The midfield battle is what's going to be key. If they can somehow stop Casemiro, if Fred plays Bruno, because even Weghorst has been playing in midfield pretty much recently. So if you can somehow work that out and get a handle on the game, and then you've just got to watch out for Rashford. Like right now, Rashford is unplayable. So he's unplayable. So you have to be careful.
Hold on. Yeah, I hear that. But like Zuberi referenced the cricket player. What's his name? Is it a cricket player?
Suta. I might have been butchering his name, but
yeah, Suta.
Who in Leicester is gonna stop Rashford?
Put some respect on Suta's name.
Well, I think the likes of Christensen on left back, he's been outstanding the last 2 games, and yes, he's young, but he stopped the likes of Son and Kane coming through.
Yeah, but he's going to play on the left. So who's your right back these days? Because you've got so many different right backs, injuries, and
that is the issue, and that's Castagna. But we've heard that the good news is Pereira's back, so he might start with him. I'd probably be 70-30% on him starting over Castagna, but then again, he's not fit enough.
But this is big, Casemiro is suspended.
He's still suspended. So
is he back for the cup final?
No, it's just last game. They're not the same without Casemiro.
And that Tete, what's his name? Tete, the winger, right winger,
the Brazilian, I think. Yeah.
On the attack, Leicester have options. I'm not worried about them attacking wise. It's about how they can stop United from breaking on them, and Rashford and you'd say Bruno in particular, like those two, and Garnacho. If Garnacho plays as well, maybe he could do something. Sancho. In and out. Sancho can turn up. You just don't know. He's definitely got it in him.
I'm waiting for him, man. You're one of these guys that just you're just a social media.
Nah,
you go with where the social media goes. I've noticed that about you, Bilal.
This is not social media. This is me. I was watching him at Dortmund, man. I'm still holding on to it. I'm still holding on to his Dortmund days. So
what was that? FIFA 18.
Yeah, FIFA 18.
Yo, man.
All right, listen, we need to keep it moving. Reedy, thank you very much. All the best tomorrow. Hope you go and smash it tomorrow. Hope you go and smash up those Manchester scum tomorrow. You know what
I
I mean? Go
hope
and get
so.
the
I
win.
hope so. I'm up at 7:30 to get the coach down there, so
That's
I
what
hope
I'm
we win.
taking. All the best. Have a great day, man. See
See you
you
in a bit.
soon. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, man. Hella people. Hella people. Jamie's in the building. Let's bring up Jamie. Jamie, how you doing, my friend? What's going on?
What's good? What's good? We got a nice win today with my intramural middle school team of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade boys. Our first win before the playoffs.
Mad.
You know what they say. When the team does well, the players are amazing, and when the team doesn't do well, the coach is shit. So that's about how life is.
Always the case, bro. Always the case.
But you know, NBA All-Star Weekend over here in the United States, All-Star Weekend over here on the call-in with Khan. So you already know Zuberi, Bilal, Grizz. So nice to see everybody. You know, I think this week there's so many things that are more important than the football that was played. Namely, rest in peace to Christian Atsu, and everything going on in Syria and Turkey. And I think it's just, and this builds into my second point of how important it is to get the facts right and wait until the actual factual information is out. Because I remember there were some reports on Twitter about Christian Atsu being found alive and all these things, and it can be so sensitive when it's not the correct information. And it leads me into the report that was published on Monday, I believe, about the incidents that had happened in Paris at the Champions League final. And for me, this is way more important than any football that was played this weekend or midweek, because of the history and the culture that Liverpool has. And I'm not going to say the news source, but if you Google Paris Champions League final report, you'll find this. And I'm just going to read it out, but I won't say because of, you know, the copyright thing. But an independent review panel commissioned by UEFA to investigate the 2022 Champions League final has found that European soccer's governing body bears primary responsibility for the failures of the organization that caused chaos and safety risks outside the Stade de France in Paris. And I bring it back as a Liverpool supporter. What happened in Paris this past June was absolutely shambolic, disastrous. And I remember so many outlets, even in the stadium, they tried to put up pictures of Liverpool fans outside coming in and frame them as if they were supposed to hold some of the blame. This independent panel proved Liverpool fans did not arrive late. They arrived on time. They were not let in because of the failure of the infrastructure. There was a reported falsely that there had been 50,000, 60,000 Liverpool's fans who showed up without proper tickets. That number was actually proven to be 1,600 tickets, which is something that in the report it examines that says that's par for the course with a final of any magnitude, that people with fake tickets show up. And that number was so minute and it could not be attributed to the Liverpool supporters. And I think this is so important to say with the culture and the history related to Hillsborough, how Liverpool was, again, unrightfully blamed for something that they had absolutely nothing to do with, that resulted in people losing their lives. And again, in 2022, to have a circumstance where people could be put in danger because of the failure of infrastructure and governing bodies, like Didier Drogba said, it's a fucking disgrace. And my time here is just to say, with that report coming out, it's so important to understand Liverpool fans had absolutely nothing to do with it. And if you want to go into it, I know for sure Liverpool fans probably saved lives that day.
100%, bro, and very well said. I was at the stadium. I witnessed so much, and I'm not gonna lie. It took me about a week to sort of what's the word? Just to realize what had happened, you know, and what could have happened. You're so spot on. What could have happened? It could have been a tragedy. It could have been a disaster, but not because. And it wasn't, not because of the security and the police force and the stadium security. It's because of the Liverpool fans that it wasn't a disaster, that it wasn't a tragedy. So big up you and big up for reminding and bringing that up on tonight's show, man. You know, some of the scenes that I witnessed firsthand was horrible. And anyone tells you that Liverpool fans came late, ticketless, yeah, it was a scandalous that they even suggested that. And I remember being in the ground and looking around in the Liverpool section and thinking, where's our people? And then they tried to tell us, because we couldn't tell what was going on, what was not going on, but we had a rough idea. And then they tried to tell us through the tannoys and think that, oh, Liverpool fans are late or something. They tried to put, and we knew that was just pure lies. You're chatting rubbish. We've seen the issues outside. Your organization is being scandalously poor and dangerous as well. So I'm glad you brought that up, Jamie. Thank you very much for calling in, man. We're going to keep it moving. All the best to yourself.
man.
We see you soon, man. And up the Reds, of course. We catch up with you soon.
Peace.
All right.
Big up, gentlemen.
Listen, let's get the next caller in as well, man. Cotto is in the building. Yes, my brother. What's going on?
United's home.
Oh, shit.
First off, I want to say, big ups to all you guys on chat, Zuberi, Grizz, Bilal. You guys are doing an amazing job. I just want to remind y'all of this, again, this is more so for Bilal and Arsenal, because I work with someone that's Team Arsenal, and he's trying to remind me we're good with this and that City loss just reminded y'all there's levels to this. And so I'm calling to let y'all know that your front line is too young. I don't care. You guys have no substitutions. With us and Ten Hag, the greatness of Ten Hag is showing y'all that, top 4 is a minimum. We're beating Newcastle. Thank you, Liverpool, and that red card.
Oh, you're thanking Liverpool. Oh, life's different.
Give him a trophy. It looks like you got him the trophy already, man.
I'm watching the game, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, Nick Pope. You just gave us the... Anyways, that's for the next week. So I'm calling to let Bilal know that, hey, that next slip up, I can see United finishing above Arsenal. City is their own juggernaut. They'll go up and down. I see them. We're close. We can do what we got to do. But for Arsenal, the pressure is on you guys, and I love it. You guys want to talk and dance and stay quiet. This is Arteta's 4th year. You're supposed to compete. When I look at what Klopp did in his first 4 years, trophies, I don't see that from Arteta, but what, League Cups and FAs? No, this is big boy talk. And so I'm bringing that. I'm letting y'all know. For Liverpool, okay, you guys beat Everton. Now you beat Newcastle. Just replicate it. Keep doing what you got to do, because United's going to be there. Garnacho is going to be there. You remember me. I called before and I said, and y'all were laughing about top 4. And now everyone's top 4 list prediction has United 2 or 3. You know what I mean? It's a greatness of Ten Hag. What 1 year can do with great coaching, great personnel, something that y'all are lacking. Arteta, 4th year versus us 6 years in. I'm just reminding everybody, everyone to chat, United is coming. Don't let us get top 4 with them Qataris coming in, with the big bank coming in. Don't let that come in. I'm trying to remind you guys, I've been staying quiet. I've been letting y'all say whatever. No, I'm here to remind you guys. Arsenal, United will finish above y'all this season.
Oh, let's go.
They said this last time.
No, wait, hold on. Let him say it again. Wait, hold on. Everyone, Bilal and Zuberi, you're rattled. Bilal and Zuberi, you're rattled.
No, I'm not rattled.
Okay.
I just want to ask you a question, Grizz.
Okay, now 1 second.
Must let the guest. It's not even long. Not even long.
Okay, go.
Have we not seen a United fan do this before?
Okay, no problem. But we must let the guest land.
Yes.
Continue, sir, until I say so.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Zuberi, that was old regime. Ten Hag. Tell me, look at us right now and understand, it's different. This is not 1 year ago or the Ole ball. This is Ten Hag ball. I'm looking at Arteta and all these excuses that they want to give, but they want to come kill us. Y'all got lucky that we didn't have no Casemiro. Don't let us beat Leicester tomorrow with no Cassie, because it's on.
No.
I'm watching y'all. That's all I came to say is Arsenal, whatever. United is above y'all, and then it's just City. If you get through that, listen, man. I think
Bilal and Zuberi want to come back at you. But before I release the hounds, just one question from me. Just one question from me, very quickly. Are you in this title race?
Am I in the title race? If we beat Leicester City,
You said you're
What's
going to
this
finish
in?
above us. No.
Wait,
You said
hold
you're
on.
going to finish above us.
Okay,
You
go.
got to be in the title race, bro.
Okay,
Come
Ducato.
on. Say it with
Now's
your
your time. Now is your time to listen.
Say yes.
Zuberi and
City,
Bilal.
beat City is done. Like, we are in the title race. If we beat City without Cassie, Casemiro, my number 6 holding it down, that's not Fabinho, that's not turnover Partey. Yes, Casemiro, 5 championship leagues. Just know that. Ronaldo doesn't get all himself without Casemiro holding it down. I'm here. I'm standing 10 toes down. You asked for it. I'm here. 10 toes down. I'm here. Liverpool, March 5th. We're coming. Liverpool, March 5th.
Yeah, that's the one.
We are coming. Just remember that. I saw your game against Newcastle, 10 men down, and they were just eating at that middle. We are coming. Just remember that.
No. I listen. I'm here to facilitate. Calling Khan is all about facilitating. I'm not here to bite back or bring back.
It's not even a bite back thing.
I'm here to facilitate.
When you're gonna open up the airport, you gotta make sure.
I loved it.
No. We're not rattled. Let me just. I just got a few things to say. It's not gonna take long. Grizz, when you open up the airport, make sure you vet the flight coming in, because this man came in. I'm not even saying nothing. I'm just repeating what he said. Might be, not verbatim. Might paraphrase a little bit. Man said, Arsenal, you slip. That's it. Arsenal are in a title race. So if they slip and they're in a title race. You ask them, are you in a title race?
They always do that. They start.
I haven't even take off. Wait, I haven't even take off yet.
Leicester City, we're in the.
I haven't even take off yet. And now what I'm saying to you is, fam, we've seen Man U fans this season. We ain't talking about no old regime, the new regime. You get a good little result, starts to swell up a little bit. You keep a couple clean sheets, you know what I'm saying? You avoid a couple losses, and the man I'm saying, your best defense. The very next game, loss. All I'm saying is we've been here before. No. Go check all our call-ins. We've been here before. The day before Man U game, there's this Man U fan comes and he's punching at everybody on screen, talking his talk, which you're right to do. It's your team, it's your talk. Just make sure I see you next week. Because you play tomorrow. We have nothing for you today. So talk your talk. No one is rattled. Maybe Bilal, because you did come at him directly. But all I'm saying is make sure you come back next week.
You will get a super chat from me reminding you what I just said. You'll get a super chat and I'll be back.
What I'm saying.
Don't run when you finish.
Okay.
You finish.
Okay.
Pardon?
Don't run. I said don't run. Put the super chat in, even if you're third, fourth. Just put it in. Put it in.
Just listen.
Because you're not finishing above third, in my opinion.
You guys look shaky, Bilal. Arsenal looks shaky. You guys got a good result, good win. It was a great, entertaining game. But I saw some holes, I just saw some.
Can I ask you one question, though?
Very quickly, we need to keep it moving.
You said what you said. We're not here to change your mind. I just want to know, in the series of football is a humbler, and it ain't easy. What would you tell us on the last day if you're fourth and Liverpool are third by some football humbling thing? What would you say? How would you deal with something like that? Because football is a humbler.
It is a humbler. Like truthfully, I would say, you know what? Honestly, it would sting, it would hurt, but then I would have to put it back to, okay, this is just our first year under Ten Hag. The regime's coming in terms of getting the person that we want. For us to finish fourth this season, even if y'all are ahead of us, okay, we threw our punch, we landed where it landed, but we go again next year with reinvestment. You know what I mean? So that's just my mindset. Top four is just back in Champions League, baby. I'm tired of Europa. I feel you, Bilal. I'm tired of Europa. I don't want to be Give me the Prem top four. I want to be challenging. That's United. We challenge. We're 20 for a reason. You come to Old Trafford, you lose. You know what I mean? We got to get back to that. And so,
always pleasure having you on, my bro. Look after yourself. We catch up.
Take care.
Hope your team suffers and you'll come back here with no smile on your face. Because that smile, even though it's a lovely smile, you handsome young man, we need to get that smile off your face. Come on, Brendan Rodgers, get out of here. Get out of here. All right. But listen, big up Ducato every time. Listen, they have every right to be ready, man. They're ready. They think they're ready. I hope Arsenal don't listen. I
ain't
hope
gonna lie.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. When he started talking about Arsenal, I was like,
Why Arsenal? Why is it talk about Man City? Just don't understand. Then
Man
you
City.
can just go catch them. They're nearer to you, man.
They catch
You
them.
ain't see it. You ain't seen us, man. Even then, catch it was scoring 2 against you. But you know what? Nah, you know what? It's good. Like, this is what the Premier League needs. Like the energy.
Yeah, different teams now. The different energies now. Yeah, Liverpool, Man City. Yeah. It was boring, maybe for the outsiders. Now there's just a group of them. Just everyone's everyone.
Yeah,
the thing is, right? The tribalism is sick because Man United don't like Arsenal. Arsenal don't like Man United. But then they have to think about Man City, who the rich boys. So there's false narratives. There's new
I'm seeing
narratives.
Man United fans, man. I'm seeing Man United fans supporting Man City. It's like that meme.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
it's
blood and
wild.
Crips, red and blue, and they're holding it up. I'm like, Manchester, is United now because they're back in the boys.
Eso says wrote that name down. He goes, Grizz, we ain't seen him again for a few weeks. I don't know, man. It all depends. Zuberi's put the bait out there, guys. Couple of super chats. Smash up the likes. I want 300 likes. I'm greedy. Nearly 400 of you in here have 300 likes. Is a mad ratio, but it shows me that you're enjoying the show as much as we're enjoying the show. 1 hour's passed and I don't even notice shit. I don't even notice it. Jerome comes back and feeds me more. He goes, careful, Grizz. I won't tolerate any Man United disrespect. Keep it up and no more chocolate for you. Listen, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even need that much chocolate anymore, man. But you're feeding me nice. Imaka Agu says, we're getting healthy and I can see the top 4 light. Klopp's going to bail out FSG again. Summer 2023, they repay him handsomely. Jude, Mateus Nunes, and a centre-back, and we go for 20 next year. You'll never walk alone. Big up, Imaku. Big up.
Hey, big up, man. But I didn't see I don't know if I really liked your players there. But I like where your head is at.
We speak soon on the players, man. Let it flow. All right, Philip, our resident Newcastle person. Big up, Philip, man. I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? It looks like we are your bogey team because fair play LFC, Chris. You are a bogey team, I swear. Ain't easy playing Liverpool, man. You're gonna be our rivals soon in the next 2-3 years. But today, in that first 20 minutes, we showed we're the big dogs.
We need Liverpool to finish top 4. I thought about it. We can't be having Newcastle top 4 this season.
Mm-hmm.
They got too much money. They got to chill in Europa League for a little bit longer and not be able to get the top players.
Yeah, the big dollar.
Calma. Bring Liverpool and you guys just chill.
Yeah, they're way ahead of schedule, man. They're way ahead of schedule.
They need to chill.
And even with 10 men, they played real good.
No Bruno.
Solid performance. Nah, they don't.
His Maximin look good.
Big up Newcastle, man. I like the way they're doing things. I'm not gonna lie. GJ, you're next. Are you there, my friend? Are you settled? Are you ready to go? Okay, GJ is gonna be entering the building. Tell us where you're calling for, my brother, and who's your team?
I am calling from Cardiff. I'm a big Liverpool fan. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, we can hear you clear, man. What's going on? How's Cardiff and how's Liverpool? What do you want to say?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Today was the whole week, to be honest, it's been very, very massive. We needed 2 big wins, especially this month with the uncertainty around the ownership. I think a lot of Liverpool fans being deflated with obviously the transfer activity. We had to put that aside and just focus on the second part of the season. And I think this month is probably the biggest month in our season. Obviously started with the big win on Monday with Everton. That was really good. But I think today was massive. We needed to close the gap to Newcastle. I think it was, if I'm correct, it was 9 points before the game, right?
Yep.
With a game
with a game in hand, I think.
I was going to bring it out right now. But yeah.
And I think today was honestly make or break. I've been trying to maintain like that we're going to get top 4 for the last few months. People have been laughing at me. I've been commenting on the big 6 as well. People have been laughing at me. But I think Liverpool haven't had any sort of form this season. I think a team as good as Liverpool cannot really continue in the whole season without any sort of form. So I think we would have picked up some kind of consistent run at some point. Hopefully is this. But yeah, I do believe we can get top 4 now from this.
Well, let's look at it. Let's look at it, GJ, man. What are you saying? So finally, we can look at the. I don't know about you, GJ. I ain't looked at the Premier. I ain't looked at the table in months. Never mind weeks. I don't look at the Premier League table. I just want to focus on each game. And even though we've been a bit critical of today's performance,
Yeah,
and
it
then
wasn't
I
the
think,
best,
and then I think, but do you know what the balance is for me? I think we were over praiseworthy of Everton win. So there's a fine line in between. So
Yeah.
I don't think we were great against Everton, but we were good. We done what we had to do against Everton because, you know, Everton are a very difficult team to play against, especially like Arsenal found that out. Leeds found that out. So today was, for me, all about the result. All about the result.
100%.
And then tie that in with Brentford dropping points. We go above them. You know, these small victories. We slowly. Now, where are we? We're two games behind. 2 games in hand over Fulham. 3 points behind only. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah. Tomorrow West Ham and Spurs ain't gonna be easy. Ain't easy.
I just wanted to add as well, what helps us as well is the uncertainty around Spurs, with Conte talking every week. He misses Italy. Italy is his first love. You know, he can't really commit to staying at Spurs. I think Chelsea losing today helps us massively. We got a game in hand on them as well.
Oh, they're dead, I think. They're dead.
These are the teams I'm looking at. I know, like, Brentford have done their thing. They're a great team, but I don't expect them to stay up there. Fulham as well today, big win. But I'm looking at Chelsea. I'm looking at Spurs and Newcastle.
You don't need to look at Chelsea, bro. You don't need to look at Chelsea. Don't worry. You don't.
Come on, the money they invested, they gotta be up there.
But GJ's point about Liverpool, a team like Liverpool can't keep performing the way they were and not getting results. Same like Chelsea. It might take them another 2 games. It might take them another 3 games. Surely at some point with the squad they've got, I've noticed, have you guys noticed the chat's very quiet? Where are the Chelsea people them tonight? Normally the chat's popping off.
They're hating themselves. And they look good.
They're hating themselves. But GJ makes a good point. He goes, I know what you're saying about don't look at Chelsea, but surely there comes a point where they can win 2-3 games with the squad they've got now. No, I don't know. You're not feeling that? Okay, you're not feeling that.
I think Chelsea will come back up. So it's good for us to win today, increase that that distance a little bit, and we still got to play them. That's our game in hand. So that's going to be massive as well. But yeah, we just got to keep winning, keep picking up confidence. I know Tuesday is massive, but I don't see us winning the Champions League. I'm not gonna lie. I hope, but anything's possible at Anfield. But I really believe we can hopefully salvage something of this season, get that top 4, and then we got to reinvest in some good quality midfielders. I'm seeing Mason Mount links as well, like pretty credible source. I keep seeing that popping up. I don't know what you guys think of that, but yeah, I think for me, Bellingham definitely has got to come, but we need 2 or 3 big midfielders. But I think for now, we got to put that aside and just
exactly. I was gonna say the situation we find ourselves in, we just got to focus on the now, and then let the people that deal with that kind of situation. I like Mason Mount. Adam says, I'm here, Grizz, listening to your Chelsea nonsense always. Big up yourself. Keep listening to my nonsense. Keep smashing up that like button. Keep sharing, subscribing to your people. Then, you know what I mean? Nonsense or no nonsense. As long as you like it, care. GJ, we're going to let you go. You made your points very well. I know you're calm and you're calculated and you're happy. And I hope the faith that you showed in this team and squad pulls through, my bro. Don't let people talk Liverpool down, man. You keep that head up of yours, man. We're still here. We're fighting, and we're gonna keep it going. Look after yourself, my cousin.
Appreciate it. Good night.
Take
guys.
care. All right. Take care.
Up,
Mason Mount, very quickly before we move on. Bilal, Mason Mount at Liverpool. You like the sound of that from a neutral?
One club he needs to go to if he wants to go to that next level. I think Klopp, that system, that's the place to be for him, right? If he's going to move from Chelsea, Liverpool, get him in maybe left centre mid sort of area, even on the right. I think he can do a job in that 3. His work rate, he's good on the ball. Yes, at Chelsea, he's looking a bit lost sometimes. I didn't watch a Chelsea game. Some people telling me he was up front today at some point for Potter. So I don't know what's happening there. He's not obviously being used properly. I think Mount suits Liverpool. So it will be a good move.
Okay, fair enough. Zuberi, very quickly.
Yeah, I'll take him. Let go Million Hendo, and still get the original targets as well. It's good getting players in, but we need to let some players go.
Let me word this differently to you because I want to get a wild take from you. I don't want a standard ball.
Wait, Bilal, why you kicked the man out the screen, bro?
No, man, I didn't do that. I didn't do that, man.
Bilal.
He wanted you to talk about Mount. I think he's back anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened there, man. But what I was gonna say is very quickly before we keep it moving. By the way, people, there's finally space in the studio. Obviously, not everyone has the patience to wait for the studio space to open. But now, if you want to call through, we've got about 5 people waiting, so there's about 5 spaces. Okay, Zuberi, I know you said Milner and Henderson, but we know Henderson realistically ain't gonna leave because who's gonna buy him? He's at that age. You know what I mean? He's just gonna be an auxiliary player for us next season, whatever. But Curtis Jones, I don't know if you saw the RedFellas show that we done a couple of weeks ago, where we were talking about the changes that we need to make, 5 ins and 5 outs, we called it. The hot topic was Curtis Jones. The controversial topic was Curtis Jones. And I suggested, I beg your pardon, Evan suggested, and then we came to an agreement that, yeah, we'd sell him. If Curtis Jones out, Mason Mount in, would that make more sense?
Make more sense.
Or would you be happy with that?
I think I hear what you're saying. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Jones at all, bro. Remember, I'm the one that came here and told you about Jones and his anti-football plays. The plays
so you're
that just
taking
don't
that?
Make sense. Yeah,
so
I'll take that, bro. I will take that all day, every day. Every day. Every day. The dude, he's only in the team because of the homegrown thing. You take the homegrown off of him, what does he offer the team?
Okay.
Jokes and agenda aside, what does he offer the team?
Okay, fair enough.
It's not goals, it's not assists, it's not tackles.
If you go from Jones to Mount, that's a massive upgrade. So if you look at it,
I don't even want to do that because that sounds disrespectful to Jones. But I'm just asking it a simple football term. What does Jones bring to Liverpool? It's not.
No, we're not going to have this debate. I just asked you a question, man. I don't want to. I don't want to go into this, man. Yeah, I just ask you a question, man. That's why I ask him a question about Curtis Jones because I know it's going to rattle him. He's rattled. All right.
Oh yeah. Who's
next? Michael, Daz, and Albert. That's the next 3 in, people. So I've worked out an order. Yeah, I'm getting good at this shit now. Okay, we're a few likes away from 300. So let's get up to 300 likes, and then we're gonna keep it moving. Michael, enter the building. Michael, how you doing? Hope you're good.
I'm good, bro.
I'm sorry, Michael. Let me.
Gotta get the bucket out, bro. We won today.
Wait.
Finally.
Hold on, Michael. Hold on. Yo, man's come up in your house. A guest pull up in your house. You've let him in, and you laugh at him.
No, I'm not laughing at Michael. I apologize. It was someone said Curtis offers accent to the team. It finished me. I couldn't hold that. When I saw it, I was done.
Okay, we let you off. Okay, he offers the accent.
I apologize. My man said he offers accent.
Oh, man, come on, man. You guys, he's 22, man. He's 22, man.
Mike, where you get that bucket hat? I love that
Amazon.
hat, man.
Amazon.
I'm on there right now. Cook.
That's reversible, by the way. Let's get the other side out.
Wait.
There we go.
Oh no, I'm looking for that right now.
Yeah. I had to find this one summer. This was the summer we won the Champions League 2019. So I had to get this.
You need to send me a link or something.
Yeah.
I want that.
Put the link in the chat.
Yeah, I'll try and find the hat again, bro. It's been a while since I found them.
I like that.
It's reversible. We have to get it out today, bro. We won. A big win today. Big win. But I don't want to come here and talk about Liverpool because Tuesday it goes down. We need revenge. I ain't about losing again to Real Madrid. You know when was the last time we beat them? 2009. Oh, that's when Torres and Gerrard were saucing it that day and we beat them 4-0. We got to beat them on Tuesday. No excuse. Although Nunes might be injured, that doesn't look good, to be honest. I think it's his collarbone or something like that, so that could be a couple weeks. I want to actually discuss about Chelsea because right now it is 2 wins in 15. I looked at the form table. In the last 15 games, Chelsea are 16th in the Premier League. 16th. After all the...
After how many? Sorry.
So this is the form table from the last 15 Premier League games. They're 16th.
Oh, shit.
They are 6th.
I thought you were going to say last 6 games.
No.
50.
Last 15, it is 16th in the Premier League. I also checked. The last time Southampton did the double over Chelsea, 87-88 season. You know what happened that season? Chelsea got relegated. Now, that's not going to happen this season unless some miracle happens that Chelsea get relegated.
We pray.
We pray, Bilal. We pray. But there is something going on here with Chelsea right now. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, bruv, as they said in that one video. I don't know if it's Potter and his tactics, the players, everybody. There's no continuity. There's no chemistry. But right now, Potter is very much a project manager. His only trophy he has ever won in his career is one Svenska Cupen, which is the Swedish version of the FA Cup. That is it. That ain't good enough at Chelsea. Look, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I despise Chelsea as a Liverpool fan. But if you're a top 6 club and you have 2 wins in 15 games, I don't know what other manager would survive that. Generally, I understand they give him a 6-year contract. He's got, 60 million on that contract? These performances and these results, they have scored, 4 goals in 2023. And it's almost March. This is diabolical. Now, I look at the players. Some of these players have to score goals. I look at Madueke, I look at Felix, I look at Fofana. Look, they're young talents. I get it. They need time. You got to do something if you're Potter. And you got to start getting results. Otherwise, all of this project talk by Chelsea, we're going to be long-term. It doesn't matter what's sustainable situation we're in at the moment. They need to get results. You don't spend that sort of money just to say, oh, we got years. It doesn't matter. You got to start picking up results if you're Potter. I don't know how long he's got. Hey, if they sack Potter, that just tells me they're going with their old ways still. It's about results.
But this is it, though, Michael. This is it, though. What do they do with Potter?
Exactly.
After promising to change the working model, after promising the fans that we're no longer this gung-ho type of roulette type of club where managers, coaches, players are coming in and going out, revolving door. We're gonna try to buy a squad, and literally buy a squad in one window, right? Yeah. Or 2 windows. We're gonna try to buy a squad, and then we're gonna settle down, and then we're gonna try to work our way through there. Give a young project coach, a young manager, a project like Potter, and then just let him work away. Now they're under huge pressure. Now I agree with you. The fans booed them off today. The away fans are booing off. When match day going fans are booing you, you're in trouble. This is, and I've been saying it for weeks, and Chelsea fans love coming at me, but I'm giving you facts, guys. I'm not giving you harsh. I hate your club, but I try to keep it real as much as I can. You're in a whole heap of shit. I keep saying it. You're in a whole heap of shit. And I don't know how you guys are going to get out of it right now with these players, with this squad, and with this owner. Because he's like, when's he going to press that button, Michael?
Judging by his baseball team, the LA Dodgers, I think he can pull the trigger any moment.
Give us a bit of...
Look, in baseball, it's a bit different because they were always doing well in the regular season. Then when they got to the playoffs, they always failed. They won the most games, I think, one regular season. They went out in the first round. They sacked the manager. They brought in a new manager, completely inexperienced, had no head coaching job. Then I think he went on to win the World Series of Baseball. So I don't know when he's going to do it. It's just, if you're Todd Bowley, you keep looking at this. You're like, I've made so much investment into you, Potter, but we can't even beat Southampton, who just sacked their manager, who are bottom and are still bottom of the Premier League.
Yo, bring that line up again, Bilal. I did not recognize a couple of guys. Now, I'd like to think I know my players, and especially the Premier League. But forgive me. Please tell me who Unachu is. Does any
he's from Genk. He's 6'7".
Hello.
Yep. Suleiman, a very good player from Stade Rennes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good player.
We spoke about Suleiman throughout the World Cup. World Cup. We were talking about he needs to play for Ghana.
No, but Grizz,
it's not a terrible team.
But Grizz, they had an interim manager today. They had an interim manager. They were going to give Jesse Moore 6 months. And then they said, no, okay, we're going to do it. And they still beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. This is embarrassing for Potter. This is
Bilal, you want to say something?
Go ahead, Bilal. Sorry.
No, I'll just say no. It's Southampton's team. I know they're bottom, but it's not that bad.
It's honestly it's not that bad.
He's a young, good goalkeeper. Bella Kotchap's good. Bednarek, I'm not a fan of him. I think.
Yo, look at this right side. Is this a blast from the past, or is this like? Okay, not that much of a pass, but Bednarek was finished at Southampton apparently, right? They brought in all these new centre backs. I don't know if Salisu was injured or whatever. I don't know the other guy, the Brazilian man, Liancho. How you say his name? Lincho.
Yeah, Liancho. I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he was injured. Maitland-Niles. Bilal.
Right back. He's a right back. He needs to stay there. Play right
Bilal,
back.
are you gonna big up Maitland-Niles now?
Yeah, no, 100%. His attitude's the only thing that's I think stopped him because he kept saying I want to play in midfield when he was balling at right back. If he had knuckled down at Arsenal at right back, I believe even until today, despite us going on another level, I didn't believe his talent could have kept him there. But obviously, when you have your attitude and you want to do different things, he forced a loan move to West Brom to go play centre mid for Sam Allardyce, right? So that's the type of why would you make that kind of move? So yeah, I think he's a good player. But you look at the rest of the team as well. Lavia, Ward-Prowse, best free kick taker in Premier League history.
We need to speak.
We
need to speak just for a very, very quick few minutes, right? I genuinely think there's a lot of stigma around English players sometimes, especially when it comes to technique. So we know English or British players are renowned for their attitude, spirit, professionalism, all that business. But when it comes to technique, we always talk about the Juninhos of this time, the Leon free kick taker. I don't know. Hit me with some free kick takers these days. I don't even know who's massive. Who's I don't know. Name some other guys that
right now in football.
When you get a free kick, you're thinking, oh shit. I don't know. Hit me with some free people.
In the modern game, there's not as many. You know, I'm trying to.
Bro, how you not mentioning Messi, bro?
Yeah, Messi. I hear that, but Messi can do anything. So I don't want to mention.
Dimitri Payet, Eunice comes in with a call. 100%. Yeah. Payet was big. Yeah. Ridiculous. Okay, Beckham's old school. I'm talking right now, people. Yeah. Right now in world football, hit me. Trent, people are saying, no, I'm not having it.
No,
right?
I'm
not
having
it.
Wait. Can we go on Trent? Why is he doing these stupid free kicks with Salah, letting him kick it when he should be the one just slamming it into the goal, man?
But back to the point. No. Don't
yeah,
try.
There's like a lot of free kick takers nowadays.
Trippier's a shout.
Yeah, Trippier.
Trippier's Alonso, good. I'm sure he's talking about the Chelsea ex, the one that guy, yeah. But you get my point. Alonso, people are struggling.
Alonso really a good free kick taker like that, you guys think?
Luka Dean, get out of here. Who's this? Alvaro Caroca. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not familiar with this game.
Yeah, exactly. Shanaloglu. Yeah, okay, fair enough. No problem.
Yeah, Chanoglu's a madness. Yeah, Chanoglu's a madness.
Willian,
there isn't a lot out there.
But do you get my point where I'm going with this?
Yeah, there isn't a lot.
Nicolas Pepe. Oh, he scored 2 free kicks in one game for Arsenal. Listen, I don't.
Okay,
oh, Madison.
Okay.
So without putting any more respect on Coutinho.
Nah. Right now, I'm talking.
I made him up.
I made him up. He made up the name. He done us. We got dealt with.
Even in Liverpool's team, who's your free kick taker? You'd say
we ain't got no one.
We ain't got one.
We haven't got one. Man City, I don't think they've got one. Man United, I think Rashford wants to
get out of here, man. Okay, no problem. But everyone's
really
talking
about takers.
Yes, Juninho was the king of free kicks. I get it. Madison, people are coming out with Ericsson, people are coming out with Alaba, people are coming out with no. The best free kick taker in Europe is James Ward-Prowse.
Yep.
100%. No one's 100%.
Bilal, my brother, can you hit me with some James Prowse stats on free kicks? Like, find it while we're talking. Because Zuberi, I want Zuberi to admit defeat in this one because he looked at me funny when I was bringing up Ward-Prowse and free kicks and technique. So I want you to come back and tell me someone who's better than Ward-Prowse right now while I munch on my pizza. My deliveries come through.
Look at this, right? It says here, Ward-Prowse has scored 25% of the free kicks this season in the Premier League. 1 in 4 free kicks.
Do you know what that means?
James Ward-Prowse goal.
Whoa, it's not that great. It's about
No, Zuberi.
He might have more than Beckham right now. Or he might be tied.
The stats is in the chat.
Game out of here.
Goals. 17 goals from 76 free kick.
Do you know what a free kick is? It's not a penalty, my brother.
Bro,
That's about 23%
17
almost.
Michael.
David Beckham in the
Bilal.
Prem.
I wonder one of you
David
can
Beckham in the
get
Prem has
percentages,
18.
high percentage of free kick takers around Europe. I
There isn't
reckon-
many. There isn't
Nah,
many.
it's no one like Ward-Prowse. Apparently,
Let me tell you
Ward-Prowse now he's got 17
25%
free
in
kicks,
anything is not
and
good.
Beckham's got
It's
18.
not good.
Zuberi,
Ward-Prowse
you know
is
how hard it is a free kick?
No, he don't. He's a goalkeeper.
No. Listen,
Bilal.
and I'll stop
Bilal,
him.
say what you said again.
Man said
So David Beckham's entire Premier, obviously he didn't play his whole career in the Prem, but he's got 18 free kicks in the Premier League. Ward-Prowse is currently on 17, so he's gonna wipe that Beckham record. He's gonna take it, right? He's gonna take the most free kicks in this league.
Look, people are saying, what are you saying? What are you saying, Zuberi? People are saying. What are you saying?
The way he hits it is, I love his celebration, the little,
Yeah.
because he just knows
The
it's
goal.
just like go for it. It's simple. It's simple, man, but it's
Yeah,
so hard.
no, man. I look, I'm not disappointed because I knew Zuberi's going to take a dig at Ward-Prowse. But you know why? Because Ward-Prowse, I've said it before, I'd take him at Liverpool just for his free kicks. He'd be better than Milner right now.
100%.
Milner,
100%.
he'd be my Milner. I think he could do a job in our squad. I'm not saying before people
His
go
work rate is
wild
good as well.
and
People
people
say it's
go
not good.
mad. I'm not saying he's going to be one of our marquee signings. But if Southampton were to go down, I'm just saying I would like Ward-Prowse to be that third stroke midfielder that we buy. Not in the top three, not in the top two, third stroke, fourth. He could play right back when we need him. He could be that hustler. He could be. He'd be a 28, 29-year-old James Milner for us. And free kicks, we need someone to take free kicks.
Yes,
we get
we
hella
do.
free kicks, you know, Michael.
I
We
know
get
we
hella
do.
free kicks.
Did you see that
Oh.
one on the edge of the box today when
Yep.
we laid it off to Salah? I was like,
This
what
is
are
a
we doing?
shout.
Ruben
This is a
Neves,
shout.
yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
shout.
That's a
Yeah,
shout.
definitely
That's a
good
shout. This is my last question before I head out.
Mhm.
How long do Chelsea give Potter then?
Take it away, boys. I don't know. I don't want it. I want
We
them
got
to
60
persevere with
million.
him.
We got 60 million left after the transfer window to spend to get him out of there. Then hire a new manager. How much is that going to cost as well? So
Because let's be honest, Bilal, there
100
isn't a
million.
lot of good managers out there. Only Lewis and
Zidane, right?
Do you think Zidane's coming to
Need
the
a
Premier
job.
League?
He said he wants to get a job, brother. Juventus, it's not happening. Zidane, Real Madrid, maybe could happen again. I'd imagine if he really wanted to go back to Real Madrid, I can see that one. But come on, come to the Premier League and prove yourself because I've got questions. As a manager, not as a player. As a player, one of the best ever. But as a manager, bro, just come to the Premier League. I'm trying to see something. That's what I'm trying to say.
Zuberi,
How
how long Chelsea give Potter? This is the big question.
It's not a big question, bro. They give him to the end of the season. There's nothing because if even
Certified?
If they fire him,
Certified?
yeah, because even if they get rid of let's say next month, or wait, that's March. What drastic change is going to happen from March to May? No, let's be honest. Look, what are they going to do on the last?
They could do a
10
little
game
Champions
streak?
League run. You never know if they accept the manager.
Well, they got to beat
Nah,
Burnley first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like that should be the thinking. Like
The
if you're
only
gonna
thing
get
they
rid of
can
him,
do
like,
is do
somehow
this.
get a cut.
And pray they don't get relegated. That's all they can do. at this
Oh
point.
shit!
Oh my god.
That's all they can do at this point. But I got a question for you, man. Is there a check mark, a Nike check mark on that hat?
No,
So it's just the Liverpool,
just the Liverpool logo. Yep,
on both sides.
Michael,
yep.
Michael, you need to WhatsApp me that link.
I'll
I need
try and
that
watch it
shit.
up too.
That is the way when you reversed it. I thought, yo, I want that in my life because you know me and hats. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I want that, man. That's different strokes for different folks, man. Michael, it's been a pleasure as always, man.
Pleasure, guys.
We catch up real soon, my brother. Take care. All right. We have some spaces, people. If you don't know, get to know. All right. Welcome to Call In Khan. You see that coming across? Link is pinned in the chat. Channel members and new callers get priority. There's nearly 500 of you in here. We want to make it 350 likes. I'm getting greedier and greedier. But you know what? If you don't shoot, finish the sentence. You don't
You
score.
don't score. Tell Chelsea that.
Chelsea.
don't
People need to
shoot,
come
you
in and
don't score.
people need to come in and defend their club, man.
Chelsea fans are the.
Now they need to come in and defend their club. Bilal, man, let's get the next caller in, man. Let me just take a bite. Who's the next caller?
Daz, right? Daz, you ready?
Yeah, man.
Thumbs
Yeah, man.
up.
Daz ready, man.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Yeah, he's ready. Hey, come on in.
Daz, what you say, my brother? How you doing?
Hey! Bilal, welcome to the Premier League. Your boys are about to win it, aren't you? Thank goodness for Liverpool that we absolutely spanked and punched Manchester City for the last few seasons. And you boys just sneak up with your little Martinellis and whatnot.
I get what you're saying. I
understand. Thank you. You did the damage.
We just batter them. We batter them, and then you guys just go away. Mikel Arteta, you know. Hey, here we go. Good luck. You're going to win. I had a dream you're going to win the Premier League. So 100%. The point I was going to make today, Grizz, Bilal and Zuberi. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing well.
Good. Today's game, Liverpool, Newcastle. So after 20 minutes, obviously, what did we do? And I've seen some comments of people, saying, "Oh, it's a poor performance." After, wasn't it? It was a poor performance, wasn't it? Was it not professional? Was it not what we had to do? We've got a game on Tuesday against Real Madrid. Was it not a professional performance? And that's my question and debate.
Okay. I want to hear how it looks from the outside before us Liverpool guys attack this point question and debate a little bit. How did it look from the outside? Watching on, how did you think we should feel, Bilal, as Liverpool fans about that?
No, if you're a Liverpool fan, if you're a Liverpool fan, you should be happy because not many teams are going to get 3 points at St. James's Park this season. So even if they have a red card and you've gone 2-0 up, and even
first team to get 3 points.
Yeah, so exactly. I couldn't even remember a team that's got 3 points until today. So if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'll be very happy with that result. And then you go into that game against Real Madrid happy, because even before the show, we were doing the build-up. I remember Cav was talking about, I don't know if I'd start Henderson and all of this. Like, we've got to rotate players. Well, you've got to sub off a lot of players today. You've got to take it a little bit easier, despite the fact that, yes, there were moments Newcastle could have got that one goal. And if they did, maybe it becomes a different game. But that's if, buts, and maybes. So, yeah, if you're a Liverpool fan, you've just got to be happy, man. You take those 3 points, you move on. Everton, Newcastle, got a game in hand. If you keep winning games, you'll be 3 points behind Newcastle. Your squad's getting fit again. There's cause for optimism. And what more could you ask for after the start you've had?
Yeah, there's definitely cause for optimism. I think I had a quick look. We're playing Palace next away. And then who was it? I forgot.
I think we've got Wolves. I think we've got Wolves.
Yeah. My boys, my old boys. Yeah, Wolves at home. Yeah, we'll smash it at 6 points, right? And then Manchester United's actually next game. Manchester United after tomorrow. Their next game is against us. So if we get those 6 points, right, where we'd be like 4 points behind them. And then if we beat Man U, we're something like 2 points behind them.
Wow! Look at this! Look at this! League is. Look, we got Palace away. Well, we got Madrid first, right? How do we treat this Madrid? How do we treat this Madrid game now, then, guys? What do you think? How do we treat this? Do we treat this, because a few weeks ago we would have treated this like the end all and be all, because we were so adrift. These 2 wins in a row, plus the Chelsea and Spurs and all the other Newcastle drop off, because people, let's not forget about the Newcastle drop-off as well. There's been a big drop-off for Newcastle, check up on their last few results as well. Zuberi, how do we tackle this Madrid game now, though? Because suddenly, like Daz has reminded us, we're back in the picture for Champions League as well. How are you seeing it?
Oh, just go for it, man. Go for it. Well, bring back rock and roll. It was too many R&B and jazz. No, man, bring the rock and roll back. The heavy metal, end-to-end stuff, the high energy stuff. You bring it back on Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Bring it back on Tuesday, midweek. Make some noise.
Make some noise.
That's how we handle it. I don't want us
coming I fear even if we did do that, let's go. Let's bring the I Believe t-shirts. Let's bring the whole atmosphere back. And even if we smash them 3-0, I'm scared that Real Madrid could just turn around and just be like, hello, see you later. Ta-ra, it's 4-0.
No. We've got heritage of not doing that. We've got heritage of reversing that kind of shit. Check up on our results.
Real Madrid have got a heritage of kicking people's ass.
100% in finals and whatever. But go check up on records. Someone tell me when we get turfed like 3-0 down and then got turfed 4-0 or whatever. No problem. It don't happen to us. But we need something to work with before we go to the Bernabeu. We need something. Because by the time the second leg comes, God willing, we will have some more players back. Jota will be more ready. Bobby will be more ready. I don't know what you guys thought of their little cameos today. It was hit and miss. But my point being is we need to have something to work with. Now, what does that mean to you, Daz? What are you looking for as the minimum, I guess, that you want to take back to the Bernabeu?
Like I said, I honestly think we need 3 goals at least.
3 goals.
I think in the Bernabeu, excuse me, because of their heritage, and we talk about football heritage. I just think that Grizz, honestly, I don't know about this. If we do 1-0 at Anfield, right, it could be a tight game then at the Bernabeu, and then like cagey. But if we smash them 3-0, then, like I said before, I feel like that they could come back and like hit us. I honestly don't know. It depends what Liverpool turns up. What Liverpool is going to turn up? Is it going to be the Everton or the Bournemouth where we just boom, boom, boom goals, right? Like today, we and that was my original point. And I think I already said it. So I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But like today, we won the game in 20 minutes. Was it 12 minutes, 15 minutes? We won the game in 12. And then Pope did what he did. And then it was a professional performance. And Eddie Howe at that halftime, and I'm sorry I'm changing the subject slightly. I'm going back to that game. Eddie Howe at halftime would be saying to him, Liverpool are going to play within themselves. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to pass the ball back to front, push where they can. We've got to hit them on the break. And that's where they were trying. And they nearly did it. Was it once or twice? They nearly did it. And that was the game. Instead, we should have probably been pushing a little bit more, pushing up that field a little bit more, closing the spaces. The spaces there and were, for me, a little bit like that. Yeah. And then when we brought on all the subs, the game was just like, let's not lose this game instead of like, let's go win the game. But I think Klopp did the right thing by just being a professional performance and closing down the game.
I'm gonna have to look it back again one time because maybe my emotions got the better of me, but I didn't enjoy the second half. Even though we 2-0 and there was obviously never much threat of them coming back into it, but I didn't enjoy it, Daz. But I'll need to watch it back to see.
I didn't enjoy it. Nobody enjoyed it, but I was stood there watching, like, do not lose. Please.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm struggling to agree with you about the professionalism. I thought professionalism would have been dominate possession, don't give them a sniff, even if we don't have a sniff. To me, that would have been professionalism. I thought we were sloppy. Trent losing the ball a couple of times. Milner, Bobby coming in, done a few good things, done a few sloppy things that could have cost us. Robertson, slack as well. I just thought suddenly we might have let them back in. We needed Alisson to make 2-3 wonderful saves. And I can't accept that if we want to get back into the real groove. Because, like I think you said, or I can't remember, one of our callers said, if we bring this sloppiness to Madrid, those guys are cold-blooded killers.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
have
the
to
thing.
play good. They don't have to play good. So that's where I stand. But positivity is coming back slowly, slowly. We can't be sat here moaning right now, especially after the last two and how we're developing. But we can have causes for concern. Zuberi.
There's causes for concern. I mean, at the beginning of the day, would we have taken a draw? Would we have taken a draw and said we can go the next few games? No, Zuberi?
No, I was going in this must win, must smash, not a scrappy, must smash, because smashing them would have given us the right amount of energy and adrenaline to go against Real Madrid. You don't want to be scrapping against Newcastle and then going to Real Madrid. It's two different level of heritage. They got heritage and fan base in the league. We get that. But Real Madrid heritage is a whole different heritage. On their off day, they can still do something crazy. The amount of chances we allowed Newcastle to fashion for themselves, it was abysmal. Klopp was not happy. That was not Klopp's plan. If you watch it back or see some of the replays and you see his reaction on the sideline, he is fuming. The ball was moving too slow. It's almost like the players themselves relaxed when the goalkeeper got sent off, because they know 2-0 down, you just lost your keeper, we can breathe. And Klopp is like, yo, what are you doing? Move the ball faster. They was just daddling on the ball. It's only when Jota and Bobby came on, there was some more intricate plays going on. Gomez couldn't complete some little 10-yard passes. They was just off of it. The players literally took their foot off, and it's almost to Newcastle's benefit losing their men. I feel like we needed to go head-to-head with them, and the fact that they stuck in their shape, we didn't really have much to break them down. They was actually cutting us open with just Almiron. It's like 2v4, and they're still managing to pull a decent save out of Alisson. If you think about that, that is not good. 2v4, and your keeper has to make a save tipping it on the bar. 2v4, your keeper has to save with a trailing leg. If you spin that now, think about Isak. When Gomez lunged in, Isak took it on the spin. The game could have easily been 3-2 in those moments to Newcastle's favor, but also in our favor, we could have put it to bed a couple of times as well. But you don't want to be resting on your laurels. So we need to tighten those moments up, finishing-wise and defending-wise. It was really struggling, man. We didn't really – I don't want to blame Robbo, but that was, I think, as clear a chance I think we got with maybe a Jota header. But other than that, man, they had some really good moments. And it was to our doing, you know, pushing up when we didn't need to. But it's – I think it's just the players relaxed with the red card. They was like, yeah, we got this.
Do you not think that was like part of Klopp? Like
unless he's an actor, nah. Unless he's an actor. No, if you watch it back, which I'm not sure if you want to, but he was not happy. Even a commentator was saying, "Oh, look at Jurgen on the sideline screaming. He needs him to move the ball faster." And I'm starting seeing that he wasn't happy, man, because the players, they were just relaxed. I understand the players being relaxed, but I mean, go out there and kill them off, man. We, you know what I'm saying, might need a little goal difference to scrape top 4 and that, you know.
So we're 2-0 up against 10 men. We've got a game on Tuesday. It's not about just like managing legs and things like that. No.
But he made 4 substitutions. Think of the 4 substitutions at 65 minutes? That's not bad. That's decent. That's fully rotating with a man to come on if there's an injury. So I'd look at that as managing it, but beyond that, man, you still need to go out there and just finish the job off, you know, because he didn't really rest certain key players. Trent,
I'm
Robbo.
completely with you. I wish I had a massive bet on 3-0, so I wish we'd have had that Jota header at the end. I wish. I'd have been a few £100 happier. I because the reason I got on again is because I just saw so many people like berating like, "Oh, it's terrible. How bad were we?"
No, absolutely, yeah.
Who's saying
Yeah,
that? No, that's
Do
shameful.
people remember that we weren't
Yeah.
even winning games, weren't
Yeah.
even scoring? We
We weren't even
conceding
scoring.
five
We couldn't see us scoring a goal. Never mind winning against Everton and Newcastle in consecutive games whilst keeping clean sheets. So yeah, look, 100%. There's room for optimism. Sorry, we should be optimistic, but there's room for improvement. I think that's the best way.
And you should also look at Newcastle's next few games as well, right?
But can I say something?
Opportunity.
But can I say something? Yeah, you're right. Also, cup finals in the middle of the season, League Cup finals, it's automatically plays on your mind. If you go through all the finalists of cup finals, you will see that the form suffers in and around sort of either before it or after it. It's not a foregone conclusion that they'll be able to. So, for example, they lost today. Let's say they lose to Man United, which is very, very reasonable to suggest. How will they recover? They've not been up in these races recent times. They don't know what it's like to battle for a top four. Eddie Howe is a relegation coach, really, like over his time, right? He's been fighting relegation for most of his career. Suddenly he's in a battle for top four. How will they approach things? How will they deal with the pressures, whatever? I don't think it's I think Newcastle could be in for a tricky one. Wow, look at that. So Man United,
look at those games.
They've got away to City, which obviously won't be easy. Wolves seem to be a better away team than a home team right now because they lost today. Did they, or did they get?
They'll beat Wolves. They'll beat Wolves.
Yeah, I think Wolves
lost
today.
Yeah, they lost to Bournemouth.
Yeah, no, Wolves battered Bournemouth for like 45 minutes, and then
there you go. After that, look at that, away to Forest, which we already know Forest are improving. Man United in there, away to Brentford and away to Villa. So I think it'll be an interesting squeaky bum time. Daz, it's been amazing as usual, my friend. We're gonna keep it moving. Look after yourself. Thank you very much for calling in, my man.
One thing before I leave, by the way, sometimes I don't press the like button because I have a whole thing on my likes. It's where I watched before YouTube existed.
Right? Can you work?
I had all my favorite videos.
Okay,
that's why sometimes I don't like, but I always. Can
I not let you off? Because I need you to work out a way to like it. So I'm gonna leave you now. I can tell you can work things out very, very easily. So can you work out a way of liking the stream next time, please, Daz?
Do it. I've changed it. I've changed all my favorite Bollywood songs. I've moved now to favorites.
Brilliant.
Kuch hota hai, tum
That's the one. Wait, Bilal, we need to get him on Brown Monday, man. This is sick.
Brown Monday was awesome, by the way. I didn't understand half of the shit that went on, but because I don't speak any of the
languages. And that's the best part.
Bloody awesome.
And that's the best part. Take care of yourself, my friend. Look after yourself. All the best. Wicked. Yeah, man, he's right. We don't need to be like doom and gloom, but look at, we said Newcastle's run. We know Chelsea are in the mud. Brentford, Fulham, are they really going to stay there? And then you got Spurs are going through turmoil. So this top four battle is far from over, I think.
And if you think about it, right, all the last few years, the team that's been fourth, I think, has dropped out towards the end. Like Arsenal last year were fourth most of the season, dropped out towards the end. Remember Leicester were like third, not even fourth. They were like third for a lot of the season. I think before that one, and they ended up dropping out. A lot of the times towards the end, the team that's leading seems to always like fall off. Like that's why you're in the top four battle, right? Otherwise, you'd be fighting for the title if you were actually consistent. So there's a chance now for Liverpool if they can go back to their normal form, go on a run, and beat the teams that they should be beating.
That's the problem.
There's no reason.
Listen,
Newcastle, those fixtures, I'm looking at that like if Liverpool just keep, it's on. And today's result was the beginning of that, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Eunice says, Grizz, if United lose tomorrow, there's a chance we could overtake them when they come to Anfield. Listen, one game at a time. Let's just
I made sure I asked the question early, so it's time stamped and dated.
March 5th. Is it March 5th? I'm writing that down. I'm waiting for that day.
That's
Is
gonna
it
be-
March
That was my February 15th for Man City Arsenal. I've changed it, scribbled that one out, gone in the bin. I've put
Why?
March 5th, Liverpool, Man United. Now,
Why
these Man
you
United fans are too much. They're too
Okay.
much, man. They need to
Yeah,
be. Yeah, they need to be
Humbled.
put down.
Okay, put down. You mean like?
Yeah, not actually physically. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
We got some callers back up in the building, so let's get them on. We've got Albert. Sir,
How are you, man? How you doing? How's everybody?
we're better. We're better. Every day that passes, and we still breathing. We have food. We have shelter. We have health. You know what I mean? So we're there. We're here. How are you? You're rubbing your chest.
doing
That's not a good sign. Man.
Today's a difficult day, man. Christian Atsu's body was found, and it's a difficult day because he's somebody I mean I know him personally. This bright kid. You know, in 2015, he was voted the best player at the 2015 AFCON. And unfortunately for him, his career took a little bit of a left turn because he actually came and signed for Chelsea. I think that as a young player coming from a place like Ghana, going to sign for Chelsea right away may present problems because you're going to go and compete for a place that you probably may not, be good enough at that time. He ended up being loaned around. He ends up in Newcastle and becomes a wing back. He didn't quite attain the heights that we expected for him to attain. And, it's part of the reason why he will end up in Antioch, playing for Hatayspor. And I thought at this stage of his career, if it had progressed another way, he'll be playing for a better team. But, when he wasn't being found, you knew that sooner or later, unless a miracle had happened, you were going to hear this. And his body is on its way back home, and it's difficult. But let me talk about Liverpool. I know sometimes you think I'm negative, but I'm glad that today you feel exactly the way I feel. I didn't like the second half, but I'm taking the points. I actually predicted that we're going to beat them 2-0 on your show 2 weeks ago. I said we're going to beat both Everton and Newcastle for good reason. If Nunes plays
if
well...
that's the truth, we need to check the footage, Bilal. If that's the case,
check it. I told you. And remember,
flowers will be given.
Remember, I even said, I said a proverb, right, on the show about taking whatever you can get. Remember, I told you that. And the reason why I said that is simple. If Nunes plays well, we win. I have also predicted, and you can ask Zuberi, that we will beat Real Madrid over 2 legs for 2 reasons. They've scrapped that away goal thing. Right?
If you get this one right,
hold on.
No, very quickly.
Yeah.
If you get that prediction right,
Mm-hmm.
let me think of something. Carry on.
Hold on. See, Klopp is not a guy who likes to lose, right? The jibes from Real Madrid, he doesn't like. All this missing link business and the little things he's been doing is meant for a date with Real Madrid. If Nunes plays, we win. So my dampener today is that Nunes is injured. We in the Champions League final, we didn't test their fullback, the right fullback. He is the chocolate pirouette in their team. We didn't test him. Jota didn't play well. We didn't test him. If Nunes gets him and Nunes is fit, we will beat them over 2 legs because we don't have to worry about the away goals rule. That's something that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's a game changer when it comes to the fact that when they put the ball in the center, somebody has to win. It doesn't matter whether you won. I mean, if you beat them 2-1 and they beat you 1-0 in Madrid, they qualify. So that's what that's what I've been thinking. Now, we can't afford to make the kind of mistakes that we've been making at the back. Because in this match, if you came from Mass and you worked the second half, you would have thought we were 10 men, right? With that chance that Callum Wilson got, if he scores, we have a real problem on our hands. Because we had already made up our mind that we were defending a 2-0 lead. We should have put the head on those people. You know, if we actually score the third goal, we go above Brighton on the log. I think we have to try as much as possible not to leave Alisson to pull off the kind of saves that he has to pull on, because he's not always going to pull them off. And against Real Madrid, you don't get to do that. That pirouette that Isaacson did, if it is Benzema, he scores. We all know that. If it's Rodrigo, he scores. So we just need to do better. But like I said, I'm taking the points. And I'm in pain because we lost to Leeds, we lost to Nottingham Forest, we lost to Wolves. If we win those three games, we are fourth. We are putting pressure on Manchester United. Hey, and by the way, Grizz, don't let them Manchester United supporters come and sit on our channel and try to feel all good, nice and dandy, because I'm pissed. They've got the money and I'm pissed. I don't even like losing a Ludo game. They've got the money and they are making. Man, I don't want to see no Manchester United supporters until we get bought out, because we need the finances too. And then I also wanted to say something about Ward-Prowse. Did you know that Ward-Prowse has run more kilometers than any midfielder in the Premier League in the last 2 seasons? He's the best set piece taker on the planet. I don't know why when some of us say he'll be a good addition to Liverpool, I don't know why people say no. I don't know what those people who like club football, Ward-Prowse is the club footballer that we need. He is a lot better than people give him credit for. He is highly underrated. And if Southampton go down, why not? I for one, am not sold on Mason Mount for 2 reasons. He's going to cost too much and he's going to ask for too much money. And you don't want to do that to the dressing room. He's asking for money that Chelsea don't want to pay. What makes anybody think that we want to pay that? I mean, are we going to bring him and pay him more than we pay VVD? I mean, are we going to really do that? I don't think so. But that being said, it's for some of us, you know, I'm going to be at the Manchester United. I'm going to be at the Manchester United match. So sometimes for those people who say, hey, you haven't been to Anfield and you're sitting in an armchair, some of us, we've lived Liverpool our whole lives. I'm going to be at Anfield on March 5. I think we will win that match as well, because Liverpool have a tendency to be like, you said we couldn't and we've done it. What I want us to do is to learn how to swat a fly with a hammer from time to time, because then you know it's really dead, right? There's no point in going to beat Manchester United and drawing with Crystal Palace, if you know what I mean. Like
what Man City just done. Man City just beat Arsenal and then drop points at Forest.
Exactly. We beat Manchester City and then we get beaten by Forest. You know, last year, if we hadn't drawn with Brentford at home, we win the league. I know you can't prorate all these things because they are different events, but we need to learn how to do that. I'm thankful that we've won the match. I am at this point, what I'm looking for Liverpool to do is to find the finances to improve the team, because we can't hang the fortunes of our team on an 18-year-old. Notice we lost our shape as soon as Bajcetic left the park. He's that important. One player really does make a difference. That boy does make a difference. But we can't hang our fortunes on an 18-year-old. It doesn't really work. That said, I think that we will make the top 4. I'm hopeful. I'm looking at the point spread. If for example, if Newcastle lose the next 2 matches, and hopefully they do, we are within a point of them if we win our next 2 matches. No, actually we are the same points, right? We are 35, they are 41. So if they lose the next 2 matches and we win the next 2 matches, we are 41. So it's not as bad as we think it is. But then other things have to fall in place, like Fulham. Fulham need to lose a couple of matches as well, because they are playing rather well. And so let's see what happens. But we need to give them credit where credit is due. You have to learn how to play badly and still win the points, right? You have to learn how to not have such a great second half and still make sure you have a clean sheet. So big up to them. They've done well. I think they will. I'm praying that Nunez's shoulder, and man, what is with Real Madrid? If it's not Salah's shoulder, it's Thiago's hamstring. If it's not Thiago's hamstring,
they always get life. They always get something going in their favor. It's mad.
I am praying against all hope, because I didn't like that injury. I didn't like the look of the injury when I saw it.
It's one of those that you can imagine becoming so painful. In the next 24, 48 hours.
And you know, we underestimate what certain parts of the body, how important they are. For example, if you have a problem with your back, you'll be surprised that you can't even laugh. You can't cough. If you have a problem with your shoulder, every lateral movement becomes a problem. So I just hope that it's just a painful little spot. I hope the medical team can, because without Nunez testing Carvajal at that spot, winning that match becomes a bit of a problem. Whether it's Carvajal, whether it's Eden Militao, we need Nunez functioning basically on all fours, because Salah is not playing well. Why does he keep wanting to keep passing the ball into the net? Why doesn't he just put the old shoelaces through the ball? Why did he do that?
I thought Salah had a decent game today, Albert.
Yeah, he had a decent game, but I think Salah could have gotten at least a goal, right?
I agree.
Yeah, because there was one chance that he was set up by Jota, and I think he should simply have put his laces through the ball and it's a goal. The goalkeeper ended up having to make a save, but I think the velocity of the ball wasn't enough to beat Dubravka. So and then the free kick. Remember the free kick he took just when Dubravka had come on. I think if he had hit it harder,
hit the target. When a new keeper comes into that situation, you have to hit the target.
Yeah.
But we've got a couple of questions for you as well, Albert.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
So Tom Izzy says, he just wants to pay his respects. Assalamu alaikum, Grizz Bilal. Big up Zuberi, my bro. Always respect, and Uncle Albert, one of the GOATs. R.I.P. to Atsu. Thoughts to his family and all Ghanaians, especially. You'll never walk alone. But this was the question. Football Khanage. Sorry, Liverpool's 12th man. He says, Uncle Albert, are you Klopp in now? Question mark. Because before we weren't competing for anything with this manager. Bless up, humble.
Should I answer him?
Go for it.
Okay.
Not too long this time because we've got to keep it moving.
No, hold on. In life, right, you make do with what you can get, not what you want. Okay, I'm 54 years old, and I know what I'm saying. It's not always if I could have, excuse me to say, if I could have Jesus Christ managing Liverpool right now, I'll take it. But I'm not getting that. So we'll make do with what we can get. It's not about a matter of being in or out. It's being what Liverpool can be, the best Liverpool can be. And Klopp is the first person to tell you that he's part of the reason why we are where we are. One player does make a difference. And that's what some of us have been saying. That's what Zuberi has been saying. I'm not the only person. The notion that somehow Klopp can do no wrong is the notion that some of us are contesting, because we've seen managers like Bob Paisley, we've seen managers like Bill Shankly, we've seen managers like Joe Fagan, and the most illustrious son of Liverpool was Kenny Dalglish. FSG sacked him. So that's the history. Let's learn the history. If we are doing better and we are winning, it's not in my place to say somebody should come in. What do we do? Drag Klopp off the touchline? No, but he knows that he's part of the problem. That's what some of us are contesting. Let's not behave like we can't read the tea leaves and know what's going on. At the end of the day, we are Liverpool supporters, not Klopp supporters. Klopp will leave the team with his 15 million a year when he's ready to go, and you, me, Zuberi, and not Bilal will still be here, right? We'll still be here. We don't get paid for what we do. I don't get paid for having a coronary when almost having a coronary when Callum Wilson got his chance, but I'm still here. So I don't get paid for wanting to go to Anfield on March 5th, but I'm here. Neither do you, neither do Zuberi. What you're doing for fun. You could be a corporate executive somewhere else, making a mint, right? But you love Liverpool. We all love Liverpool. It's not about being in, out. What we want to happen is that we want the right thing to be done. Don't tell me that we are all not jealous of the news that's going on about Manchester United. I'm jealous. I don't know about you guys. Don't tell me that we are all not jealous about what is happening with Manchester City. Manchester City bought Erling Haaland for 188 million pounds. We won't get to do that if we shifted all the trains between Houston and Liverpool Main, right? That's the problem. So we all saw Chelsea today. Grizz, nobody is saying they should give us 600 million pounds to go and buy Enzo Fernandez for Karim Adeyemi to come and cook him. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that Liverpool needs continuous success, not cyclical success, right? Do you agree with me? We're a big team. At least we have, let's just say we have a story. We've won 6 European Cups. The nearest team in England has 3. So we are right up there. Some people haven't even won it before. Some people got to the final and bottled it. They know themselves. So
Albert, I must interject.
Yeah,
I must interject. Go ahead. Just a couple of things before we move on now. Go ahead. Just a couple. So I feel as though you've digressed from the question.
No, I haven't.
I think you have.
Go ahead. Tell me why you think I progressed.
So the question was very simple. Are you Klopp in or Klopp out? Now, I understand every answer needs a context. 100%. I understand every answer is not simple yes or no. Sometimes you have to give perspective. Then you went on to a barrage of suggesting that, I don't know if the majority, I couldn't quite work it out. So I need your help. Then you went on to a barrage of suggesting that, I don't know whether you're saying the majority of the fan base or sections of the fan base don't want success. That's what insinuated.
No.
That's what you insinuated.
I didn't insinuate. I
Also
never
clear
said
that up. Also clear that up then.
No.
Uncle,
I
let
said that-
me defend you here.
Oh, you want to come in as well?
Defend
Come on, Zuberi. You
Yeah,
come in as
go
well.
ahead, Zuberi.
First thing first, what you said about Atsu, heartfelt.
100%.
If you don't know me by now, I don't play games. You had me win and check 2 weeks of show, and you had no prediction in there. So I just need to come off the gate with that. Then you said some things you was in between, didn't quite agree with most of what you're saying. You did answer the question. The question was, are you Klopp in now? None of us are really been Klopp out. It's just the people that's really supporting Klopp. Credit for you to standing behind the managers. Credit for you to be standing behind a manager and didn't want to point out shortcomings or things we see in him that we didn't like. Because that's really all I've been doing for 2 years. Albert, they would push you in a corner and put words in your mouth and say you're a Klopp out. What Albert said is, I don't care who's there. I just want better for the club. At the end of the day, whether Grizz, you want new owners or Albert want new manager or me want new players, it's still coming to the better of the club. That's what he just said. Did he go on a tangent after and shoot me and shoot Grizz and most of the fans? Yes, he did.
That's my point. So I was coming. I was coming. No.
Hold on. Grizz,
No.
Grizz, remind me what
You're on mute. You're on mute. I've given you 10, 12, 15
Grizz,
minutes.
he shot every Liverpool fan.
Hold on. I put him on mute. Because I give him the most time and the most respect. So we have to fight back. Okay. So I've unmuted you now for respect for purposes. I think you did go for the tangent, and Zuberi makes a very good point in terms of, he reminds me that it's not about Klopp. It's not about owners. It's not about players. It's about success, and we want the best for our club. What I'm going to say is, I don't know a supporter, whether it's a match goer, online, Twitter, whatever, YouTuber, that doesn't want success. Now, what we perceive as success, how we achieve success, is all relative, and that's where we can debate from morning to night. But I don't know a section, minority, majority that doesn't want success. Now, I also agree with people that find no fault with Klopp are wrong. And I don't think there's many. What happens in my experience, and I'd like to think I've got quite a bit of experience on the social media scene. What happens, Albert, and I want you to listen to this, try to focus what I'm saying with respect. What happens, it becomes a personal ego issue and problem. Because the more you interact on social media with other rival fan bases, whether it's Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Arsenal, you become embroiled, especially nowadays. Because in the old days, before social media, you just meet up in a pub, coffee, curry house, restaurant, and you speak with rival fans or your neighbors on your street or your work colleagues. That's it. Now there's platforms that you every day, from morning to night, you interacting with Chelsea fans, or your club, Man City fans, fake Liverpool fans, history. Because you're fighting all these, and when I say fight, or the proverbial fighting from day and night, and you're making claims on your teams, what happens? It becomes a personal ego thing, like, oh shit. So when your team does bad, you go over critical on your team. When your manager does bad, you feel let down because you told Albert and Ryan and Julie and Krishna, yo, we got the best manager in the world. We got the best fullback in the world. So you feel aggrieved. And because you can't fight back all the time with them, you take it out on your team more than you should. That's from my experience. I don't think anyone does not see any faults with Klopp. I think there's every single fan that I've come across, sane fan, will see problems with Klopp, will see problems with FSG, will see problems with the players. I just think it's become a social media problem and a personal ego problem, as opposed to we're trying to not want success and we're happy to be just there. I don't think anybody's happy to be just there from my experience. And that's all I wanted to say, because I felt you was trying to target that section, saying the people that are seeing no problems with anything. I don't know of any people like that.
My brother Grizz, maybe because you spend a lot of time doing your shows, and I don't want to mention names, okay? But take it from me, and you can ask others. There are some of your fellow content creators who think that any criticism of Klopp is a mental disease.
Okay, check this out. Okay, check this out. Hold on. Check this out. Today I'm going to give you not permission. You don't need permission, and there's no issues. It's a live call-in show. Name me one content creator that thinks that you think thinks that, and if I'm able to clarify it, I will.
I don't think it's fair. I'll DM it to you. I don't think it's fair for me to do that.
That's absolutely fine as well.
I will DM it to you. So read your.
So remind us what you're gonna DM me. You're gonna DM me names of content creators that don't see no problems.
Yeah.
Is that Bilal? You hear that?
Absolutely.
Zuberi, you hear that? 450 people. You hear that?
Have you?
Now, what I'm gonna do now in return of that is I may call you out on the next call-in show if I can prove that wrong. Are you okay with that?
I am 100%. I am 100%.
Then we are good, because I don't know, as I said, and you may prove me wrong, and I might say, oh, Albert was spot on. If there is content creators Liverpool content creators that think we are the perfectly run club and there's no issues, then my God, they're deluded. I don't care whether they're my friend, my associate, my cousins, or my enemies. You are deluded if you think that we are the perfect club. So that's what I'm going to say. Albert, we must move on. It's been amazing. Sure. Your tribute to Christian Atsu was heartfelt, and that was magnificent. 100%. And your takes and insights are always valued when you call in. You're a real one, my bro. Look after yourself. When you are here, if you are here for the Liverpool Man United, message me. And
I will be there.
We'll meet up for a kebab.
I will be there.
Take care of yourself.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Love it. Let's keep it moving, man. We got people ready to come in. Next call in. Okay, we have support. Well, hopefully we got support for Bilal and Arsenal. We got Sam in the building. Sam, how you doing, my man? Hope you're good.
Yeah, I don't quite know how to follow that. That was a.
Do you know what? Can I say one thing? I should have messaged you in private and said, no one. What I usually do, I usually leave Albert till last, because I do find it unfair. How the F does anyone follow Albert? But I believe.
Don't think about him following him.
Keep your flow.
There's certain characters you just don't think about. Just come in, be you, and you never know. You might actually top it. So I always like to let people know.
But have you noticed,
be
guys?
you, and if you're great, we'll see it. And if not, we'll still help you. So just be you. Welcome. I think it's my first time seeing and talking to you, so I hope you're well. And what do you got for us today?
Yeah, first time, so good to be on, lads. I mean, the only thing I could top that is that I think the Arsenal game is one of the best of the season by far. Absolutely. If there was I know it's NBA All-Star weekend, but if that's basketball, I'm probably blessed for my health. I didn't see the second half live in the moment. I was out with the family and, going out every few minutes, check live score to my delight. I rewatched the second half when I got back. And my God, I did watch the first half live and was fuming. It was pathetic. It was dismal. It just looked like the players had lost their... Like, the difference this season with Arsenal has been mentality. And, I've watched some of your things, Grizz, over the years with Liverpool mentality monsters. So I was thinking we were that this year. Just the runs we've been on, the results at Tottenham, Chelsea, even how we played at Old Trafford was like, wow, these boys are different this year. But, the way they started at Villa was just like oh God, we've conceded a couple goals. Here we go. It's like they sink back into themselves, which makes me think it must be that I don't know if Amazon have done the second year with Arsenal, but that team talk Arteta's done is the best of his career, because what I saw second half was a load of lads, right? We are not going to screw this up. If we lose, we lose, but we are going to go out and we're going to smash Villa. And we just went all out. It was ridiculous. Again, like I said, unhealthy game, ridiculous end to end. Aaron Ramsdale with one of the best save of the season. That tip from Bailey is sensational, because like I've seen a lot of goals like that where keepers, they get there, but it's not strong enough and it shoots in the top corner. Gabriel's tackle on Bailey, phenomenal. But most of all, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jorginho was absolutely brilliant.
Well, why can't you believe you're saying it? Because the pedigree suggests, right? He's been at Chelsea. Where did he come from again, lads?
Napoli to Chelsea.
He came from Napoli under Sarri, comes to Chelsea, wins a couple of trophies, including a Champions League. Arteta obviously is a fan of his and feels he can bring something to your team. Why are Arsenal fans were a bit iffy about this, do you think? Is it because of the Chelsea factor?
No, to me, it wasn't Chelsea at all. It was just when, again, I clearly don't know ball like Arteta, which is fine.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
But I watched Chelsea and I just saw him, and like there are games he was good, really good, but there are games where you're just like, he's a sideways merchant, isn't he? Like I've seen us have, Danielson, Flamini, people like that, where like there's a bit about them, but they're not like these like third best player in the world, which he was. And for Italy at the Euros, fair enough, he was sensational. But again, it's like I just don't see it consistently. But
I think it was this. Do you think it was this? Media Plug, shout out to Media Plug. He says it was an underwhelming Sunday at the time because we were chasing Moises. So do you think it was the drop off and then settling for Jorginho that kind of swayed a few people's minds, that played a part?
Yeah, 100%. Again, that leads on perfectly to another point I had, which is Arsenal fans have become so spoiled from nowhere. Like, hopefully, Bilal, you're not like this. I trust you're not, because you look like smart guy, nice background. You're not like this.
Don't be fooled.
As soon as
I'm spoiled.
The Man City meltdown was a joke. We just lost to one of the best teams in Europe. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. I'm seeing people call out these players like, oh, what a bunch of, is no expletives. I won't say that, but bunch of this, that. I'm like, give them a break. Today, we can see 2 goals. It can happen. And people are going, oh, I didn't think we'd win today. Oh, we should start worrying about United. I'm like, it's 25 minutes in the game. What are you doing? Like, give these lads a chance. It's like, all of a sudden, it's like it's like we revert to type, like we're the old Arsenal. It's like I said, this year, this is a different Arsenal. We have gone behind many times this season. At Fulham at home, when Gabriel lost the ball in his own box for Mitrovic, that was awful. He goes and scores the winner. Today, we concede. I mean, they're 2 good goals, but the defending for that Villa's second goal was absolute joke. Ben White, I don't know what he was doing in the first half. Second half, he's like the North London Cafu. Like, ridiculous. So,
what happened to him? What happened to him? Like
I said, that team talk at half time. Arteta, people got to respect him more.
I'm not going to speak much on this because Bilal needs to speak on Arsenal, because otherwise he's completely useless if he doesn't speak on Arsenal. But I agree with everything Sam said. As an outsider, I think the outrage was stupid, uproar, whatever you want to call it, after Man City. And you know me, Bilal, I've been saying it, you're way ahead of schedule. So I think you shouldn't be under pressure. But the moment brings the pressure, and you're in the moment now. So you're in a moment now where suddenly you guys, like that chat I brought up earlier, where you know what it feels like to be a Liverpool fan for the last 5 years. Suddenly you're sweating and not enjoying it. And you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck is life? We're supposed to be enjoying this. This is the best we've been in ages. And this is what I used to try to give my opinion on Liverpool fans, like cherish the highs, because despite some fans of wanting success all the time, life and football doesn't work like that. It is cyclical, 100%. You can't always be at the top. Man United's, the Chelsea's, the Liverpools, every club has gone through it. So when you're going to have setbacks, you're going to be grumpy when you was winning because you was always fearful of, oh shit, yeah, but if we lose next week, we're going to be shit again. Or if we don't get in the signing, we're going to be shit again. And you've lost the moment. And then when you're shit, you're grumpy anyway. So what the fuck was the point?
Yeah.
So I think it was, but right now, it's fair to say you're in the middle of a title race. And I think he's right. Arteta's team talk must have been epic because it could have been messy, especially after the Man City result. You're going down to Unai Emery, good evening and all of that business. Hard team to break down.
Martinez, I just have to say, I will rewatch that goal all season because I have no bad blood to Emi Martinez. I respect everything about his career. It's incredible. But I cannot stand time-wasting keepers.
But the subplots were huge. Emi Martinez leaves Arsenal. He's wasting time. You know, Jorginho scores the winner, who's been sort of not harassed, but, you know, ridiculed already. Ex-Chelsea. He's a spy for Chelsea. All this business. Some of the points he made, I agree.
He didn't score. I'm sitting here very confused. Like, what are you guys talking about? Man coming on talking about Jorginho's great. Bro, he didn't score. His tackling was trash. His passing was mid-par at best. Pull up Jorginho's
mid-par at best. Created so many chances.
Sam, welcome to Zuberi.
Nah, look at the stats, fam.
We don't need stats. I watched it with my eyes.
Zero shot on target is what the stat read. It's an own goal. I don't want to hear people talking about Jorginho. He's good for one thing and one thing only. If there's a low block team, give it to him. He do the side thing. He'll pop a shot off. If there's a penalty, he runs up to the hop skip. There's nothing beyond that from Jorginho. I don't, bro. Watch the second half back. The second half back. The guy
wasn't see him cut up the Villa defense.
Okay, 1 second. No, I'm going to let Bilal and Sam take over for the next few minutes. I'm not a Jorginho fan, Zuberi. Yeah, I'm one of the critiques that I thought they could have found better. They should have found better. I don't think he's got the physical attributes. When he played for Chelsea, I used to think, hope he's playing. As a Liverpool fan, I used to hope Chelsea pick Jorginho. That's how much I didn't rate him, because I knew we'd press the life out of him and make him make mistakes, and he's going to either give us fouls, yellow cards, or whatever. But you got to credit him today because he was in amongst kids. He was seen to be the experienced member, and he's been there one day. So today, I'm going to stop you slandering Jorginho. Please, me and you, we agree on Jorginho overall, but today I'm going to stop you, Zuberi, right there. Bilal,
I'm just saying, praising Jorginho today is disgraceful. If you would have praised Odegaard, I would have backed it. If you would have praised Saka, I would have backed it. This is not the day to be praising Jorginho.
But he was our best midfielder, so when should we praise him?
He fucking struck the goal.
He struck man of the match.
Jorginho was better than Odegaard.
Jorginho struck the shot that got them 3 points, that got them to the top of the table. Bilal.
Yeah, man.
Arsenal boys, convince me and
convince the chat. Maybe as Grizz said,
because Grizz is already convinced.
Yeah, no, maybe as Liverpool fans, because you're used to a different type of play to what Arsenal are used to. You're used to more physical, quicker tempo football than I would say Arsenal, right? And maybe you look at Jorginho, you think he wouldn't really fit in at Liverpool. But for me, I look at a Jorginho player, that sort of mold, and he's an Arsenal player. That's a type of player that always works at Arsenal. Right, he might not be the most physical, and yes, hopefully now I actually think I'm happy that he's showing this form, because when Partey gets fit, I'd love to see now Jorginho and Partey in that midfield, and maybe we can give Shaq a bit of a rest, because I don't think he's been up to scratch the last few games as well. So going forward, that could be something really good. But yeah, I think Jorginho's a type of player for Arsenal. Yeah, he's good, and in terms of the performance, listen, going back, Sam made a great point after that Man City game. Saw a lot of fans were down. You know what it is with Arsenal fans? Some Arsenal fans are just used to complaining. I think that's what it is. Like, just used to it, regardless. Just like it's just become part of being an Arsenal fan for them, right? So this used to complaining.
But you get,
But
but you
for
get my
me-
point I made about it's because of social media and the constant 24-hour,
Yeah.
literally 24-hour debates with rival fans, open platform, and
But
it
not even
becomes an
rivals.
ego.
Arsenal
Between
fans,
yourselves as
Wenger
well,
in,
yeah.
Wenger out. Like this is like the first club that I've seen in a mad scale have like some mad division within the fan base, like in terms of arguments and all sorts. And since Arteta's come in, he had a period to win the fans over. He did it, and now you can see there's a bit more unity. But still, when you lose that kind of game against City, I think some fans are always going to take it over the top. For me, I put out a tweet through. I said Arsenal will still win the Premier League despite that loss. I believe in this team, and I think now that's the type of game. It's better than winning, because before the game we did a show with a Villa fan and Newcastle fan, Premier League Khanage, and I was like, yeah, maybe just win 2-0. Like, them just normal, like a 2-0 game away from home, solid. But you know what? This is much better. The way we won it was way better than any sort of 2-0, 1-0 boring sort of win. This is a sort of win that is just pumps your blood and gets you going for the next 3 games. I think we got Everton, we've got Leicester, Everton, Bournemouth, all these sort of teams next. So hopefully now we can just pick up a bit of momentum. So yeah, I'm happy with what's happening. And then of course Smith Rowe on the bench today is another positive. Happy to see him back. Hopefully he doesn't.
Well,
pick up
it
another
could
knock.
be. It could be, guys. I can't stress how important today was, like from experience.
Biggest win of the season, 100%.
So for example, I was on the Big Six. What day are we? Thursday, and everyone was saying, "What's the biggest game?" That was the biggest game, and there were some people saying, "When's the? We're never going to have a game big as that ever again." And we fluffed our. No, your next game is the biggest game now, and then the next game is the biggest game now, because you are in this to win this. You have to believe it now, because that's what 2 points lead with a game in hand. Am I right, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we continue winning our games. We'll go back to 5 points.
And
on top.
your
And
game
it's like
in
that
hand-
loss is wiped.
And your
Yeah.
game in hand
Wiped.
is against Everton.
Yeah, as in like reverse. Like obviously Man City beat us, right? They close the gap. They drop points. We win our game in hand. We go back to 5 points on top. So it's one of those ones. Of course, we need to
And
get
then you're
the
gonna
points on the
slip
board.
again. You're gonna
Well, we're
slip
getting
again.
players
But our
back too.
Man City gonna win every game, and that's the
Not the
that's
form
the
they're
question.
in.
I don't think
Not
they
the
will.
form they're in. But very quickly, what I was going to say is the reason why I think this is huge win. Because of the psychological scars it would have left. Winless in 4. It would have been winless in 5.
5, yeah.
I don't know if a young squad was able to handle that. Obviously, you wouldn't have known the Man City result, so let's put that aside. But now the fact that you've got Smith Rowe coming back, Gabriel Jesus coming back, Partey coming back, and now you've got Ben White, just by being dropped once, putting in a performance like that, boost. You've got Tierney being able to step in for Zinchenko. Now, I think it's room for growth now to go again. So you had your little blip, which every team has. Now here's your chance now to really go for it in the last. Would you start calling it the last furlong now? End of February, coming to March?
It's
Not
the
yet.
last- it's
15
the
games,
last
not the
third
last
of the
furlong.
season, right?
It
Not
feels-
yet.
Ish.
The World Cup, it feels longer to me. Like, to me, it feels like during March, I think. Because normally it's February, but you've had the Christmas run. So for me,
Okay.
it'd be like March.
I'll get our fixtures up, then we can even look. I don't even know them.
Hey, why
We
you get
don't-
the fixtures up? Can
Yeah,
I ask
exactly.
Sam a question?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not. It's no shot. I just need your perspective because other men come here deluded. And Ketia,
Yeah, he should have been
don't
dropped.
respond. Don't respond.
No, he
That's
should have
enough.
been. He
Thank
should have
you.
been
That's-
dropped.
No, I'm ready to respond, but go on, let Sam go.
The thing with Nketiah again is like I didn't expect his run to happen after Christmas, but clearly they'd done a lot of work during the camp in Abu Dhabi we was in because they knew Jesus was injured. They got him up to speed a bit. But at the end of the day, his level is only for a certain bit. He can't play it. He's not a seasoned striker. He can come in for 10 games, which he had done, and that's happened now. He is tight. Like I said, in the first half, they look lethargic. He doesn't look sharp like he did against United, which we're forgetting. We've played so many intense games. United was intense as hell. He had to do a North London derby. He did he? I don't know if he played City away in the cup as well. I think he did.
Yeah, he must have. No, we
and
have no
he
other
did-
striker.
Yeah, and he did City in the league as well, which again was hard for him because he missed the sitter mentally. It's like, so he should have been dropped, but for some reason Arteta doesn't like Martinelli down the middle, which I think we should have tried by now. We have Trossard who can do that too, but I think he's just going to keep playing Eddie. But I agree, he
Yeah,
should
he
have been
will.
dropped as well.
He's not
How
going to drop
far-
Eddie until Jesus comes back.
I
I've
was just
noticed
gonna
with Arteta, he just he likes to like for like subs. He's not doing
But
the.
that's
like, move
a
players
man.
around, yeah.
Trust me, and Zuberi hates it sometimes, but I've come accustomed and used to it. Trust me, it's the same with Pep and Klopp. They like for likes. When they make the substitution, sometimes you pull your hair out and thinking, why are you not changing it up? Pep obviously does it a bit more, but Klopp as well. And you find the same with Conte as well. All the top coaches, they do love their substitution to be like for like, unless it's a crazy situation scenario. But I wanted to ask you guys very quickly, Sam. I'll ask, what is your expectation now? Your inside expectation. Are you one of these are you relaxed about it and saying, yo, this is amazing, let's enjoy it and see where we end? Or are you fearful? Have you got PTSD of, for example, last season where fourth was yours, yet you let it slip away and you crumbled? If you crumble to... Okay, what is a disaster from here for you?
Fifth. Top four for me. I didn't expect us to get top four this season anyway, just because I didn't think the investment was enough in the summer because we still hadn't got a midfielder, which I assume Partey would have got injured. He didn't somehow. So, and obviously we went on a great run, but we then account for Liverpool falling off. Chelsea are a mess. Man United are up and down a bit. They'll win a game, probably lose a game, stuff, things like that. So fourth would be disappointing, but at the same time, it's a achievement completed Arteta hasn't done yet, which is top four. So for me, like I said, the thing with the Man City game is the win would have been so massive. That is why.
It's like that, Sam. It's like that.
The defeat to City is fine. Like I was saying before the game, I said, if we lose, it's fine. But the taste of beating City, 6 points clear, 9 points a game in hand, beating the champions at home. We're going to smash Villa then. It would have been amazing. So the drop to that. So that's why if we keep going in the title race and say we go Man City away, 3-0 defeat, Erling Haaland hat-trick, title race over, the drop will be, I will be depressed probably until the rest of the season. However, when you think about it, you think this is the best season we have had, well, since we won the league, because we have not had I think we're going to keep going in the title race until April from the looks, I think, from our form and stuff. So therefore, Wenger never did it really in 2007. He never kept us going in a title race. We always fell off in February. We haven't won the Champions League. So for me, I've never seen Arsenal, because I started supporting Arsenal 04-05. So obviously, after the Invincibles, I didn't witness that. So I've never seen Arsenal sustain a title push until late in the season. So for me, this is so far the best season I've watched Arsenal, 100%.
Wow. Why are you laughing, Zuberi?
It's because my standards are so low. Sorry, we got champions.
No. Wait, let's make sure. Let's make sure.
Listen,
if he's laughing
no. Listen. Got my man Bilal here. They're in the title race. They don't know how to feel. And Sam, I rate you. You know why I rate you? You cut it right back to where I'm looking at it. Because a lot of Arsenal fans stick their head so far out that finishing second is a disgrace. Anything below second is a disgrace. But you've altered your expectations. So even if you end up fourth and Man United finish above you and the other Man U callers come in and start to banter, you're like, well, I understand this. You know what I mean? And your reaction to my Eddie and Ketia question, I have nothing but respect for you and the way you view football. Because you know what time it is. You know what time it is. These other guys, look at Grizz. He's talking and he muted himself.
No. I'm here.
Mate, Eddie.
I was gonna say. I was
the
gonna
thing
say.
with Eddie is. Oh, go on, mate.
No, I was gonna say you got the cosign from Zuberi. You have done it. You are it. You are
I
him.
followed up
as I said.
Albert.
You
I
followed up
up.
Uncle Albert. You can. That was a hard task to follow. Hard, big footsteps, big feet to fill. Whatever analogy you want to use. But you do think, Sam, it's been a pleasure speaking to you as always, man. We catch up.
Look after yourself.
Look after yourself. Take care, man, and all the best for the rest.
Good one, lads. Cheers.
Take care. Bye bye.
Big up.
Yo, we got 20 minutes to go. We got 3 callers to go. We're only gonna have time for 3 callers. Yeah, we can. 3 callers left. 10, probably about 7 minutes each because we want to wrap it up ours as well. So let's go, guys. No more callers, please. Feel free to jump in if you want to just sit in the studio, but you ain't getting on. You ain't coming in. 3 callers. Akshi, Murtaza, and Ores. They're going to be the 3 callers in that order. We're going to get Akshi in. Akshi, hope you're doing well. How are you, my friend?
Oh, sorry, I'm good, man. How are you, Grizz?
We're good, man.
Nice.
We're good. Tell us where you're calling from. Tell us your team and what you want to speak about.
Okay, so I'm calling from Vancouver, Canada.
Big up Vancouver, Canada.
Canada, yeah.
And I don't know if this is going to be probably a hostile reception, enemy territory. I'm a United fan, so. You say,
on calling Khan, there is no enemy territory per se.
Depends on what you say. Depends.
As you say, I'm gonna say I'm a level-headed fan. I'll be honest. I know some of my fan base is a little. Yeah, I'll
be
agree
yourself.
With that, but
be yourself. Don't listen to
no.
Zuberi.
But I mean, on today's game, I think Arsenal looked pretty good. I mean, the second half, especially, massive win, especially in terms of coming after the City defeat and going 2-1 down. I mean, even before the game, after the City defeat, the talk was about, can Arsenal bounce back? Will they bounce back? Do they have it in them? And especially in the second half, I felt like they do. I mean, for the first time, I felt like Arsenal are going to win the game, and they did, and credit to them. But yeah, I mean, it looks scary, and I feel like they will go down fighting to the wire, no matter what. I mean, City looks shaky. I don't know if City have it in them to go on a 15-20 game run, but Arsenal maybe do look like they're going to fight it this time. They look like a different team, and I don't know. Maybe for Arsenal, the difficult part for me is after May. That's where the trickiest fixtures come for them, and that's probably going to be the real test. The fixture list in May looks really tricky. Some tough away games, playing Liverpool, I guess, and Syria. So that's where I feel like that's where the real thing is going to be decided, not the City game, obviously. But I mean, I'm as a rival United fan. I can be envious, but we might push them for the second spot, whoever finishes second. But
you're in a good place. But you're in a good place, right? Let's call a spade. And Zuberi's going to try to come with the shade. And Bilal doesn't like your club, and I don't really like your club. Of course, I don't like your club. But I like to think I can call a spade. And you're in a good place. Your manager's been very impressive. He's got you playing a certain style that you recognize as United fans. The high energy, the high pressing from the start. He's rejuvenated the likes of Shaw, who I believe is the best left back in the country right now. And I think he's got a tune out of Rashford so much that I think he's one of the best attackers in Europe right now. Of course, we know Casemiro is one of the best DMs of the last decade in this era. So what's your expectations now? And what's a disappointing season for you from here? Because 2-2 with Barcelona, your favorites probably. League Cup final next week against Newcastle. Looks like we wounded them on and off the pitch.
Yeah, I know.
Sendings off and injuries and beat them as well. And then you're third in the league, just a few points behind Man City, I believe now, or something like that.
I think City, yeah.
I know you spoke about Arsenal's running and whatnot. How are you feeling about you, and what's your expectations, realistic or unrealistic, whatever?
Now, I'll be realistic. I'm always realist. So the thing is, after the disaster that was last season, I never thought we would be here where we are in February. I mean, last season probably was the worst I've seen ever supporting United, and it was difficult to imagine we could come out of it so quickly. Ten Hag, what he's done is probably surpass any United fans' expectation for the season, I would say, because it's been unbelievable. Whatever all the trouble that comes with United as a club on and off the field was thrown at him straight away, and he dealt with every single thing better than anybody could have expected. So I feel like we are on a very good path, and especially after the news about the takeover and whatnot, I feel like the uh, energy is pretty positive.
The
with
vibes are
fans
good.
and the team. Yeah, the vibes are good, and especially with the way the team is playing, I feel like that has added it more to it than anything else. And we are together. I feel like the squad is together. Ronaldo is gone, and I just feel like we needed somebody to step up, and Marcus has been that guy this season, and he's been phenomenal. After last season, I know you have been a big advocate of him for a while, Grizz, but I mean, even you wouldn't have expected them to have such a great bounce back, because he's been more. I think it's his best season. So credit
without
to
doubt.
Ten
And
Hag,
he looks
credit to him to sticking it, and taking all the shit from his own fans last season, and giving it back on the pitch. So I think every United fan is probably happy with him right now, more than happy, I can say.
But give us
This season, I feel like maybe third. I think now we should secure third with the position we are in, but maybe try to push for the second. In terms of Community Shield, in terms of Carabao Cup, we should win it. I mean, no matter what the game, Newcastle don't look that good, and with Karius in goal, I mean, it looks pretty good for us right now. Barca, maybe we could go through. Maybe we could push for a decent Europa and FA Cup run. But yeah, I'll be happy with a top 4 finish and a trophy, definitely. Disappointing would be finishing outside top 4 and without a trophy after where we are right now.
100%.
But I think with what we have, and with Erik ten Hag, I think we should maybe get the top 4 easily and get a trophy, maybe 2. I don't know. We could surprise people. So
100%.
looks good for us.
I hope not, but I hope you call in again. Enjoyed talking to you. Thanks very much for calling in. And
Thank you so much, guys.
I can't wish you good luck, but good luck in your own life and everything else, my friend. All the best. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. We got next callers. We're gonna wrap this up. Murtaza is next. Murtaza, tell us where you're calling from and who do you support? What you want to talk about?
Although I may sound American, I'm actually Pakistani. I'm from the homeland. Shout out to Pakistan. I am a United fan. I am on op block right now, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Where are you right now? In Lahore?
I'm in Chicago. No, I'm in Chicago.
I beg your pardon.
I'm originally from Pakistan. Yes.
Big up Chicago. Big up Pakistan. I'm Pakistani myself, so
yes. I'm Karachi. I'm from Karachi myself, born and raised.
You know what? I haven't been Karachi. That's a shame, man. I need to get out there sometime. I've been pretty much everywhere else around Pakistan. Mm-hmm. This time round, I went to Kashmir, Lahore, Gujarat. But anyway, we speak soon about that. But go on, talk to us.
I just have a request for you. I know you and my brother Saeed, you guys do a show every week. Mm-hmm. And Saeed is a passionate United fan, and he has these.
That's a polite way of saying it.
He has these loyalties to players, and one player you might suspect as well is David De Gea. And I'll just please, if you can, put it into his head why this guy is such a detriment to our team. Ooh. I've seen games like today, games like Barcelona, like when Alisson played that long ball through, and when to Mo Salah, how Nick Pope got that red card, the distribution with the ball at his feet that a goalkeeper provides in the modern system, and especially the system we're trying to implement with Erik ten Hag. It is very detrimental to have a goalkeeper that cannot do anything. He fits the bill in only 1 out of the 4 aspects you need a goalkeeper. He can shot stop, but he gets beat at his near post. He cannot claim crosses. He cannot command his box, and he's not good with the ball at his feet. And he's getting at the wrong side of 30 as well. And he wants 300K on top of that. And Erik ten Hag is trying to place a philosophy of getting a salary cap in our team. And I saw Alisson's pass today. I don't know if you guys saw the Europa League game against Barcelona on Thursday, but how Ter Stegen was distributing, beating
he's another level.
So when we're playing around the back and when we go to the goalkeeper, the opposition teams are all automatically push up front, push higher. And then when your goalkeeper is just hoofing it up top, you can't play like that. And in the second half, we went to a point where we were just kicking it long. We couldn't play out the back. And if we have this lamppost at the back, we can't do anything. He's good for nothing, in my opinion. He's a net negative for all the quote unquote saves he makes. He's a net negative. Think about the crosses he can. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of games ago, he could have easily claimed a cross and he just punched it. And he can't even punch it right. He can't even do that right.
I'm making notes for Said.
That was against us. That was against Arsenal. I remember he did that.
So. Yeah.
And I was like, I was watching. God. I was like, what? He just gave us a ball back. I thought he was going to catch it. I was confused.
He is genuinely one of the worst goalkeepers in the league. He is terrible. Oh my God! Because my David De Gea.
Did you really say that? And Bilal, you really agreeing with that?
No, I don't agree. No, I was gonna say if we're talking
in terms of
fraudulent keepers, Meslier. Just to want to get that in there.
Okay. I've got the vibe from Murtaza. I hear you. In terms of modern day keepers and the requirements that are needed to be a top level club. So if we're looking around the best teams in the world, we're looking at their goalkeepers. I don't know about Napoli's one too much, actually. I don't know about Napoli's keeper too much.
He's all right. I remember Merit. No, it's not Merit right now. Yeah.
Bayern Munich have a history of goalkeepers that are good on the ball, obviously. We don't know what Sommer's like. I don't know what Sommer's like too much, but obviously...
Sommer's a good shot stopper.
But obviously before that, Liverpool, Man City, we know, and Barcelona's Ter Stegen. I think it's a fine balance, and you need to have a modern-day keeper, but you have to have him... I think the new breed of goalkeepers are much better. De Gea is one of the old school ones, Murtaza, right? I think you're doing him a disservice by calling him one of the worst and saying he's a detriment to your team, because from the outside, and I must admit, of course it's from the outside, you watch your team day in, day out, every minute. I don't. But from the outside, it looks like he saves you a lot of times. The guy, for me, is a phenomenal shot stopper. I don't think he commands his box very well. I agree. I don't think he's very good with the ball at his feet. I agree. But in terms of shot stopping ability, sometimes it overrides his other ability. Now, in terms of his wage demands and everything, I agree with you. No, he shouldn't be getting anything like that. But I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's the best anymore. Zuberi wants to say something. Go on.
This is tough for me to say because I think the guy won player in your team like 5 seasons in a row.
Player of Man United, player of the season.
And it wasn't coincidence. You're asking them to command the box because you have a center half that's not over 6 foot. That could have potentially commanded your back. So, like Grizz said, this guy's old school, man. He used to play with these big, tall walls of center backs that can just do the thing, and he only comes if needed. If he has to come for the ball, then what are your defenders doing when he's coming for the ball?
My response to this
is it's all about the give and take of the back five and how they line up.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to say it's a wild shout is a wild shout. I hear you, man. I hear you. You're looking for tomorrow. Yes, 5 years in a row he got the thing. Today he's looking away. Save us one game, cost us the next game. So you're like, we can't really build on this.
But keep that same energy for Liverpool. So you need to agree. No, I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing you.
The guy risked his head. Look how he got the hoodie.
Yeah, I'm not allowing you.
Territory trying to seek advice. I'm just, let me tell you, man. The guy's looking to the future. I know what he's looking for.
So you have to agree with him then. So it's not a wild take then. You're agreeing with him because that's what you're saying about Liverpool people.
It's a wild take. I'm not saying it's a wild take.
Did he just say that, Bilal? He just said
no. I said I can't say it's a wild take. I admit I cannot. Coming from me, I cannot say that. I missed the wild take. Why would Mr. Wild Take call a man wild take?
That's what I'm saying. I was confused.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting him know because that's what he's doing. He's looking to the future.
Which is fine.
As Mr. Wild Take, I look to the future. Maybe there's better out there. Who's your replacement goalkeeper? You don't really have one in mind, do you?
No, I have a bunch of them. There's
really a bunch of them.
There's David Raya at Brentford. There's Robert Sanchez at Brighton. There's Diogo Costa at Porto. If you guys see his distribution, he had an assist.
Oh yeah, he's
in the
next
Champions
level.
League.
He's next level.
What about Mike? Is it Magnan?
Mike Maignan. Mike Maignan. He is another one. His injuries concern me a little bit. But back to your point about not winning headers. If that was an issue, you look at Lisandro Martinez. His aerial duels percentage, he wins most of his headers. So I don't think him being short doesn't have anything to do with De Gea having holes in his fingers and not being able to catch a ball. De Gea with his shot stopping he's one of the biggest myths in football, in my opinion, at least. It's when the other team when you can't sustain possession, it allows the other team to have more possession of the ball, which allows them to have more shots on target. If you control the ball more, there will be less shots on target. I know I'm a United fan through and through, but I know with my heart and soul that Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world. And when people compare him to Ederson, I think it's more of a disrespect to Alisson because of how well-rounded he is. Ederson, as good as he is with the ball at his feet, he is a bit of a bozo when it comes to shot stopping. But that doesn't get highlighted as much.
Big bozo, not even a bit. Big bozo.
Exactly. It doesn't get highlighted as much
because
City have so much of the ball, and he rarely gets tested. So if United have a team that can sustain possession, and we're looking forward to that, and teams we have 60-70% possession, Diaz not even getting tested. So his quote-unquote shot stopping won't even come to play. That's only 5% of the game. But the other 95% of it, when he has to play with the ball at his feet, when he has to come in and sweep, when he has to come in and collect crosses, and when it's from set pieces and corners, that's when we'll have better. If you look at the Man City game, the balls that played in behind with Erling Haaland behind Rafael Varane, De Gea should come out and claim that. That's just one example off the top of my head. So I don't want to take too much of your time.
No, you're good. You're good because I think you've got an extra 4 minutes to go because the other caller couldn't stay and I've cut off the link. So you got a few minutes. And I'm going to say I agree with him. I'm moving away from Zuberi and Bilal. I don't know actually what Bilal was going to say.
I did agree with him. He's looking to the future. Yeah. We were giving De Gea credit for the past. That's what me and you was doing, Grizz. Saying, you can't say that. No, we both agree with him.
Okay, I'm back with you.
He's landed his point.
Okay, I'm back with you. I'm in the middle. All right. I'm in the middle.
I want to salute you, but I don't know if I did already. And I'm going to refrain my salute because I can't salute you. Who you play for and support and all that good stuff. 100%. But I've never heard an argument that I disagree with initially and come around to agreeing with. And it's yours.
Yeah. I think because me and Zuberi are a little bit old school, what we're saying is don't forget the service that he's giving you because he's giving you magnificent services.
100%.
He's a top shot stopper. I remember one game I went to years ago, Arsenal United at the Emirates, and I was sitting behind.
Was it 14 saves one game?
Yeah, that one. I was literally in front of him. I thought we scored 3 times. I said, I was like, I did this, and then I'm like, oh, we haven't scored. And I think they won like 3-1 on the day, and that was
it was right hand, foot, left hand. He would, the guy.
So he's not good with his feet in terms of developing play, receiving the ball under pressure, and then progressing it. But for me, he's one of the best savers with his feet I've ever seen.
It's a give and take, man. It's a give and take.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Going forward. And moving on to the next phase, what Man United are hoping to be, then I agree with you. You need to get rid of him. But I'm hoping you don't because I know what you mean and I get it. But I hope you don't. So that suggests you should.
Sure.
You know why?
When people talk about Arsenal, sentiment,
I love watching De Gea and Maguire together. Like, when you played De Gea and Maguire the other day against Leeds, that's my favorite show.
It's a circus.
That's my favorite show. I love it.
If I see them on the team show,
then.
Can I ask you a question? I just need to hear from you because I like your point on your team. Grizz, yes or no? If Liverpool was 8 off the top, would we be a title challenge?
Yes, sir.
Villa, if Liverpool was 8 off the top, would it be a title challenge?
I'd put them in it, 100%.
Man U is 8 off the top. Why aren't more you guys saying it's a title challenge?
I mean, me personally, I can't speak for other United fans. We are mathematically in a title race. But do I think we are good enough to win it? I don't think so. So I'm not going to speak about something that we're not good enough to win. Europa League, in my opinion, we're good enough to win it.
Fair
Carabao,
enough.
we're in the final. FA Cup,
Listen, there's
you know,
levels to it.
Exactly. I don't think we can sustain a 38 game title charge with the team we have at hand. And one of the biggest issues for that is my man David De Gea. And when we come about, having, he's a great servant, he's done a lot in the past. Well, so is Cristiano Ronaldo. And we saw how that turned out. Just because someone has done something for us in the past doesn't mean we have to be sentimental to them and give them further opportunities.
Amen,
and I only
brother.
say that because there's talks of a new contract, and apparently he wants to stay, take a pay cut, and leave. If he's number 2, I'm okay with that. But number 1, astaghfirullah, I can't have that haram.
Fair enough. Listen, we'll leave on that note. Murtaza, I've really enjoyed chatting to you, my man. Look after yourself, and hopefully we speak soon, bro. Take care of yourself.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, look, nobody wants to be
still.
Yeah, nobody wants to be sentimental FC. We already know that. Liverpool. See, I just trigger him. I know how to trigger him straight.
No, man, I'm gonna have to get my grade.
Yeah, just
sentimental FC. Good thing Albert checked out, man, because I'm pretty sure Albert will be knocking back on the door.
I love Albert. Big up Albert every time. If he's still in the chat.
But that's a good one, man. I think we got a decent amount of callers in. People, if you couldn't get in, try to get here earlier next time.
Yeah, look, man. I think we got loads of callers in today.
Oh,
man,
wonderful, man. Wonderful.
Yeah, it flowed nicely. Very quickly though, tomorrow's fixtures. Man United and Spurs. Look, what's paper? Paper's worth nothing these days, it seems. But on paper, it should be 2 home wins. Actually, I'm not feeling the Spurs West Ham too much. I think that could be a draw. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Obviously, I'm hoping West Ham can do something for us, a little something. If Brendan can do us something at Manchester United, then Zuberi, we've had a hell of a weekend.
Wouldn't it? We need Rodgers in moments like these.
I don't expect it.
We never really expect much of him anyways.
But you never know.
I don't like gambling on a combination of Rodgers and Leicester. It's a tough one. And I've watched the United game against Leeds, where Leeds, I think it ended up in a draw 2-2. I don't know if that's how I want to spend my morning. Leicester going a goal up, and I'm like, and then they claw it back. Then I'm at the end of the day going, So all we can do, Grizz, is just sit on the sideline and don't get too excited.
Relax. We done our business.
We done our bit. Yeah. So we done our business. Let's see how it unfolds. But what is it, Ducato? The way he called in, Bilal, you might want to keep an eye on these, man.
I'm watching them closely.
Bilal, are you watching? Yeah,
tomorrow for you.
Yeah, tomorrow you're watching in earnest. You're thinking, I don't need Manchester United to keep winning, because Man United, and I'm sorry I'm gonna say this, and I fucking hate saying this because we hate Man United, but Man United have got a little bit of a mental something over you guys, man. I don't know. It triggers you guys off.
It before.
I hate them, bro. Listen, I've kept saying these last few years of Arsenal being bad because of Man United. Like, they were so bad with Oli that they were keeping me sane. I remember we were so bad at one point, but they went to play Leipzig and they got knocked out of the Champions League. And I was just, honestly, they're the reason some Arsenal fans have, kept their sanity. Exactly. Honestly, I'm going to be real. So luckily we're at the top now, and this is what I'm trying to say. It's so weird. Like, now we're doing good, but why are they following us? Just leave us alone.
The enemy of my enemies, my friend. I see why we get along, Bilal, because I'm telling you,
man.
Even if we don't do anything, the fact that we finish above them is like, oh, thank God United didn't come up top,
Yeah, man.
But how about the other one then? Because they're your enemies as well. So
yeah, but it's different. It's different with Tottenham. I don't expect anything from Tottenham. Tottenham is just hate for hate's sake. They hate us, I think, obviously way more than we hate them, but their hate is a bit different. It's like, I don't know how to describe their hate, because I see their fans recently getting on Arteta's back. I'm like, what does he have to do with you? Go. But yeah, Tottenham.
Correct me if I'm wrong. West Ham is London as well, right? So that's
West Ham
London derby.
Yeah, West Ham.
But it's the least relevant derby. It's the least relevant. Derby.
But no, but they actually have beef. Like, I've seen West Ham.
They have beef, 100%. All London clubs have beef. There's no.
No, I haven't
denying
got
that.
beef. Arsenal, West Ham ain't got beef. I ain't got beef with Fulham. I've not got beef with Brentford.
Come on, Fulham. Come on, not Fulham.
I've not got beef with Palace.
I'm talking about Arsenal,
Yeah.
West Ham, Chelsea, Spurs. Used for the Premier League statesmen, so to speak. Forget Brentford's and all these other.
Yeah, but I'm saying I haven't got beef with West Ham. I think West Ham were cordial. I'd call it a cordial relationship, and obviously Declan Rice, we're trying to get him, so we're gonna keep that relationship
Oh,
good.
you're doing them ones.
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah,
them
we're trying to keep that relationship good. But yeah, no, I don't know. West Ham in the relegation zone. I think they're 18th right now in the table.
Oh shit, 18th.
Yeah, they down there.
They're David Moyes needs this win. If he doesn't win,
Oh, 18th.
be saying
Yeah,
Moyes out.
they-
22 games
I
in.
didn't-
I predict. Listen, I predicted
They
these
down
guys to
there,
finish
Grizz.
like 6th, man.
I didn't know
or
that.
7th. These guys are
Had a good 2 seasons, but it looks like
No.
That's right.
Listen. Can you credit the football man? I said West Ham are going to drop like mad this season at the start of the season,
No,
but I didn't know 18th. I got them finishing 14th, 13th
below Everton.
after the Europa League business. I thought they're going to drop,
Yeah.
but 18th. Oh,
I mean, it's
It
a
dropped to
point
like
about-
12th or 13th or 11th. Like,
if they win, they jump above Everton again. Still,
they're
to be
beating
fair.
Spurs at Spurs, no?
They have
That's
to.
a tough
They must
ask,
rise.
Grizz.
Paqueta, Declan Rice, Skamaka. Who else they got?
They're out. Skamaka's out. Paqueta's
Bowen.
out.
Bowen, Antonio. They're not good players. Aguerd, we were gassing him. I don't know if he got injured again.
He's
I saw him put up
injured. He's
yesterday.
injured.
Yeah, I saw him put
Yeah,
up.
they're in the mud, man. They're in the mud.
Yeah, West
If
Ham.
Spurs
man,
beat them tomorrow,
they're in trouble.
Bro.
Man. I'm not gonna lie.
bro.
All the money
Bournemouth.
spent.
Okay, the Bournemouth, they'll catch Bournemouth. I think Everton are going to rise. I think Wolves and Leicester
This relegation battle's
will
insane.
be okay.
Mhm.
Southampton picked up a huge win today at Chelsea. Lord,
Yeah, I don't believe Southampton will go down. You know, there's always Southampton. Like two
Really?
teams, Southampton and Everton are two teams. Even if they're around there, I always feel like they're going to stay up. Like I
Always.
don't know what it is. Yeah, I just feel
14
like
to 16. Always.
yeah, I feel like Leeds might. I think Leeds now. I didn't think at the beginning they'd go down, but I'm starting to fear for them. I'm starting to think they're finished. Like Forest has made so many signings. This is crazy. Leicester could
Crazy.
still kind of go down if things start sliding again.
who would you say up to? Who's safe then? Like Aston Villa?
Yeah, Villa is safe, I'd say. Palace.
So
I'd say they're
anyone
safe.
after that?
Anyone after that goes.
Because
After
if you think about
Palace-
it, if you think about it, that's a huge win for Palace today. No, they didn't. They drew.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they drew
We'll
1-1.
play
Yeah,
them
they
next.
drew 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they drew. Okay.
And they got us next as well, so don't count that out. Because
Bournemouth beat Wolves. Bournemouth beat Wolves. So I don't
Bournemouth beat
understand who's
Wolves.
getting relegated. Like Bournemouth should be a
Just
guarantee.
they should be guaranteed, but they're out of it
Yeah.
right now. And it's
Yeah,
not like 5, 10, 15 games, it's 23 games played, and Bournemouth are out of the relegation zone.
There's always one weird team that does it. Sheffield United were doing it. Remember, they came up and all of a sudden they were flying up the league, and all of a sudden Bournemouth. I don't know. I thought they were certified going down when they sacked
So was I.
Parker. It's mad. I don't know this relegation battle.
Is there any Monday games?
Let's have a look.
No, I don't
Let's see
think
if
there
there's
is. I don't think there's a Monday game. I think the weekend wraps up with Spurs and West Ham.
yeah, some Syria.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
Liga
look,
win.
Real Madrid, by the way, won as well 2-0. Vinicius Jr. scored a goal offside towards the end.
Yeah, we're not trying to hear that.
Yeah, I'm just telling, giving you a scout report. Klopp was watching. So you guys might as well.
yeah. Forget
Klopp was
Madrid,
definitely
man.
watching.
One game at a time. Unfortunately, it's the oldest cliche in football, but it's the realest cliche in football. Our next game is Real Madrid. I get that. But today we just enjoy and cherish the win at Newcastle. You guys cherished the win and top of the table after a humongous, magnifique win at Villa. We go again. People, this has been a Call-In Khan show. It's been another epic blockbuster, magnificent call-in. The callers have been smashing. The people in the chat have been educational for us. We love your takes and we love the way you respect the whole community. Everyone's blessed in here. There's a few people kicking off and I just let you lot kick off and then apologize to each other and then make up again and break up again. It is what it is. But on the whole, the community is sick. Zuberi's a madman. Bilal's a happy man. We out of here. Until next time, this has been Call-In Khan Take care. Where's that outro? Here